Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I know for most of you folks, it'll be morning, but whenever yours lowly is around, it is truly evening. Indeed, evening is my favorite time, hence it is evening right now. Excuse me. To those who aren't aware, my name is Cornelius, the professional wrestler turned butler VTuber at your service. Indeed, folks, I am indeed an actual professional wrestler. Let me actually prove it to you. I mean, what better proof? What better proof than me going up to the top rope, holding a Malaysian flag, doing this? Is that not the epitome of professional wrestling, folks? We've got something special in store for you, folks. Got something special in store for you, indeed. But before we get to that, why not we introduce the contestants that will guide us through this special thing, indeed? And then we'll introduce them. Then we'll introduce this show itself, as you can see here. As you can see here, this is not exactly what we're doing tonight. This morning. Oh God! I usually sorry, folks. I usually do the show in the evening time, but it's not evening time for me. But I want it to be evening, so it's going to be now. So it's going to be evening. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Let me just undeaf it and see how they are. I think everyone is ready now. Let's see. Welcome, Trickster. Welcome, Shadow King. Welcome. Hello. Wait. Oh, hold on, guys. I think hold on, guys. Uh, hello. Hey, guys. Oh, you guys were silent for a little bit there. Yeah. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let me just test something very quickly. Let's see. Let's see now. What do we? Okay. Can you guys hear this? What do you guys feel about Cody Rhodes? Can you hear that? Beautiful. Okay, folks. Let us first, before we get onwards with the show, let us first introduce our contestants for the day. Starting with the man in the flesh. Yes, he's fleshy, folks. He's fleshy. Well, I think. Anyways, folks, Johan, please introduce yourself. Dang it, man! I wanted to announce about my PW fight back at the end of the show, but since we're here, there you go. Of course, it takes a play-by-play commentator to properly promote this, indeed. So here's the link, indeed, folks. If you wish to get it. By the way, can I be heard on stream? Am I heard on stream, Johan? Do you know? Yeah. So early bird promotions are still up, folks. So I can be heard, right? Okay, beautiful. Just check it. So yeah. My PW fight back in Kuala Lumpur, indeed. And then next up, Sir Wheatbread, please introduce yourself. Good morning to you too. Uh, we love bread indeed. Just 1 second. Just one quick second. Wait, I'm getting a little paranoid here. Wait. Let's see. Okay. You guys, Johan, were you able to hear yourself when you checked?
1 second. Let me just.
Okay. Because like I was kind of.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because.
Can I hear myself though?
I think.
Yeah, I can hear myself. It's too loud.
Okay. That's good. Apologies. I just I thought I had a technical mishap, slight technical mishap there, but I think we're all good. Yes. Sorry. Did I cut you off? A bread?
No, we're good. I just said I'm bread.
Yeah. Come on, say a little more. Come on.
That's I'm bread. Well, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he's also done stuff related to wrestling recently. Actually, he streams WWE 2K24 a good bit, and in a recent VTuber wrestling adjacent VTuber tournament, he's made a surprising number of models of wrestling models, VTuber based wrestling models that were actually used in the tournament, or going all the way to, I was gonna say finals, but it's like the thing after the finals. yeah. That was really neat.
It was like I created like 15, like if I can. Yeah, 15. Man. Then 3 were featured. Yeah,
I was struggling to like make make just mine. You just did 15. I don't know how you did it, man. I don't know how did you do it. And I take it. So I take it you're a pretty big fan of wrestling as well, eh?
Yep. More specific with WWE, because that's in the Philippines. That's the only available on like cable TV. But yeah. But right now, more or less, I watch other wrestling promotion from time to time.
But you are aware of the Philippines wrestling scene, are you not?
Yes. Actually, I tried to join like a few years ago.
Oh.
It's just. Yeah, I tried.
Oh, that's interesting.
What was that promotion again? The one that got recently closed, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
There's been a couple that's closed, unfortunately, as of late.
Yeah, but they have a new one. The
Uso wrestling.
Yeah, heart
Uso
wrestling,
which means heart wrestling, if I'm not wrong. I'm trying my very best not to mispronounce it.
Yeah, but yeah, basically what happened is they were calling for a tryout. That time I was like, I'm interested. Then they select. I was the one of few select people that okay, you could join us to do some training, and they provide the place where we could train, and it's like 2 hours away from my house. So I was like,
pity. We could have had a bread wrestler in the Philippines. I think that would have been a great little gimmick there.
It was like,
But thank you for sharing that, bread.
Yep.
And then last but not least, Mario, please introduce yourself.
Good morning to everybody on that side of the world. Good evening to everybody on this side of the world. I am coming at you from the greater Los Angeles area here in the United States. My name is Mario Bueno. Among the many hats that I wear, I am the founder of an independent content creation brand called Digital Era Entertainment over here in the States. Our current flagship project is the pro wrestling themed visual novel Kokoro no Pro, which was featured on this very channel a couple of weeks back, courtesy of our wonderful host Cornelius. In terms of the wrestling landscape, I am proud to have been a part of the indie wrestling scene by way of Kaiju Big Battle, the long-running wrestling themed performance troupe that mashes together tokusatsu and professional wrestling, as well as general nerd culture. I was their lead announcer from 2017 to 2018. And because of their affiliation with World Wrestling Network, I had the privilege of being able to be around and even help help out backstage and at the merch table for promotions such as Evolve and Progress. So yeah, got myself a little bit of indie cred. And hearing Bread's story actually just reminded me of something that was a bit of a missed opportunity for me as well. There is another well-known indie promotion that is very much defunct as of the present, Chikara Pro Wrestling.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to go and audition for a role there, but unfortunately I had to pass because it conflicted with a job that I was working at the time in between the stuff with Kaiju. So I feel your pain, Brett. I feel your pain because when you know who passed through the hollow halls of Chikara Pro, and considering one of their top guys is now one of the main referees over at All Elite Wrestling, the wonderful Bryce Remsburg, who always scares me when he goes down for a count because of the way he bends his knee. Like, I swear he's gonna snap his leg one day.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So much respect to ye old Chikara.
So
pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. And as you can see, folks, we've got some guys who absolutely know what they're talking about, who's been part of the game for actually a good while now, not just being fans, but getting themselves directly involved with wrestling indeed. So I've got my work cut out for me indeed, because I should have gotten this thing ready, because ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Square Circle Bait S Tier episode 22. The pro wrestling show for pro wrestling fans, made by a pro wrestler who's a pro wrestling fan. SCMST is meant for VTubers who know a lot about pro wrestling, and we are going to get in depth with what goes in and out of the Square Circle, and even see the parallels with VTubing. Apologies for how my sound effects sounded. I don't know why it's being this way. 1 second, let me just check. Wait. This is why. Hold on.
I mean, sounded good on our end, so I'm
Yep.
hoping it's the
Yep,
same
all
on
good.
stream. If that makes you feel any better.
I just need to just check. What did I do to make it sound so funny-ish? 1 second. Wait. Hold on. Let me just check real quick. Hold on. Okay, go. I did something where it's fine. I'll fix that later. I will fix that later. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so folks. Okay. So yes, folks. I hope you guys caught all that. Oop, I know. I mean, oh, there we go. Okay, so folks. So we're gonna get into it really soon. But before we get into it, folks, before we get into it, okay, guys, Mario, Johan, and Brett, you guys see are you guys able to see the screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's a bit of a misnomer, right? That on the screen here it says Square Circle Made Simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about we fix that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new logo for Square Circle Made S Tier.
That looks
Let's
amazing.
go! Upgrades, baby.
Yeah, I got this done recently and stuff. So thank you, Sakura, for this.
Sweet.
So this is the new logo. I thought to myself, if I'm going to do something a little more special for the pro wrestling list, I might as well need a logo that actually does it for you guys. That's just for us in D. So thank you, Sakura, for making a logo. Brick, you duck down just a bit.
I was gonna say there's definitely bread in the way on the live feed.
Yeah.
Down just a quick.
I'm
little
the
bit.
heel here, man. This is
Oh,
mine.
you can't. It's fine. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
made it.
He made it. Yes,
can I
he
move it
he
like
made it
this?
indeed.
Oh, I can.
So
There you go.
but,
Follow that
There
guy.
we go.
yeah, lovely. So okay, before we get into it, folks, before we get into the question, we'll get into it very, very soon. But what I would like to just introduce every low to this little thing here that I'm showing on the screen now. This, of course, folks, is what I like to call the Wheel of Batsu. we're gonna work our way from backwards, essentially. So although this is indeed a friendly game, so we're all here to have fun. We're all here to learn a bit more about wrestling, or rather I suppose in this case, challenge ourselves a little bit more about pro wrestling knowledge. There's still a bit of a competition. There's still something to be won and something to be lost as well. So let's start from if the contestant with the lowest points will have to spin what I like to call the wheel of Batsu, aka penalties. So everyone, including yours slowly, has actually submitted a Batsu actually. So, and we're going to read it out now. So this is for the participant that has gotten the lowest number of points. Yeah. And mind you, this could potentially be like a tie. So just a heads up. The lowest points is refers to those who have tied as well. You know. So if two people get 2 points and that's the lowest score, you both spin it. Okay. Let's start this first. Okay. So my Batsu is you gotta read out the entire Steiner Math promo, but with severe mood swings.
That's a punishment? That sounds like a great time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
God damn.
Severe mood swings. I wonder how that's gonna be like.
Every sentence you gotta mood swing it. Yeah.
No, that sounds amazing.
No, this is supposed to be. I really do lowball my own boxes. I'm too nice to you guys. Oh my god. Okay.
No, you know what? The punishment is on the vocal cords from having to adjust. There we go. That's how we justify it.
Okay, and then Johan's. Johan's one is actually pretty interesting because it almost relates more to me. It is to announce Johan.
Well, actually, no. I changed my mind.
I know. I know.
Oh, yeah.
If you saw my message, I prefer if it's announcing you specifically. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because if it's the other option, unfortunately, it's still too obscure. Unfortunately, I want to keep this. At least I want it to be more in the present, more for us here. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see your message.
Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. So, so as you can see, we're winging it, folks. We are always winging it here in SCMST.
Yeah.
So a bit of a backstory with this one. So Johan has been the announcer for MyPW for a long time now, and I've been in part of MyPW for a fair while actually. And one of the things that I do just to rile up the crowd, that's a bit more of a signature thing for me, is that when he announces me, I snatch the mic. I announce myself because I know I can announce myself. You know, introducing from Dama's Town and all that jazz. Please, Johan, just give me the mic. So I guess he wants a little bit of payback tonight. So we'll see. We'll see if I end up announcing you, or if someone else announces you, or heaven forbid, you get the lowest points. You spin the wheel and you get your own Batsu. That's a possibility, by the way. That would be so funny if it's announcing you.
Gotta put yourself over.
Yeah. I mean, why not, right?
Booker T TNA moment there.
And then Wheat Bread's Batsu is sing Shawn Michaels' sexy boy theme.
Yep.
God damn.
Oh my god.
I want to hear you, sexy boys.
Oh boy, we're all about the sexy boys here. I think all four of us are a bunch of sexy. I'm gonna stop myself. Yep. And then finally Mario's, which I feel is quite truly the coup de grace of the Batsu wheel. Praised the gobbledygooker as the greatest wrestling character of all time in a pinned social media post, complete with image/GIF. Leave it for 1 full week.
I would
Did everyone get that?
I would totally retweet that.
I don't want to. Oh god, for a little bit of backstory.
Watch that go viral for whoever gets that.
Oh god,
it just goes viral.
Oh,
like
goodness
known
me.
for that. So to those who aren't aware of what the gobbledygooker is, because I initially wasn't until I saw this.
Yeah.
Until I saw this, I was like wondering to myself because you know, do you know how I first encountered this, guys? It was via 2K24. You know, looking around 2K WWE 2K25. I even reacted to this on stream. Actually, I was like, when I first saw this in 2K24, I was like, why is this in my? Was this a wrestler? What is this?
Yep.
What is this?
It was.
Johan, you seem to know about this. Would you care to explain?
I believe, and I could be wrong, but so oh my god, this is actually quite weird. So leading up to the Survivor Series in 1990, there was this big giant egg that was situated near the entranceway where the wrestlers do their interview segments and cut promos and whatnot, and for weeks, the commentators were teasing that there's something inside that egg, and a lot of people were like, oh, is it going to be a new wrestler debuting? Is it going to be someone big or huge? So come the Survivor Series, Mean Gene Okerlund decided to see what is actually inside the egg, and when the egg popped out, this turkey came out, and Turkey in the Straw was the theme song, and after that, he brought Mean Gene to the ring, and they started dancing, and that was pretty much it. But what's funny was that the Gobbledygooker never had a match until the gimmick battle royal at WrestleMania 17.
Oh dang!
And for an interesting trivia, the guy in the suit is actually Hector Guerrero.
So like one of the Guerreros.
Yep.
Holy
pretty
crap.
much.
Oh god. Does that make that better or worse? I shudder to think. All I know is that I stared at this thing for what felt like a full 10 seconds when I first saw this on the live stream. I was like, what is that? What is that? I didn't even thought it was a turkey. I didn't even realize it was a turkey. I just thought it was something that should have not have existed in the first place. I was so shook by it.
Yeah.
God.
So on another note, there's a site called WrestleCrap.com which celebrates the worst of wrestling. So they usually do weekly inductions to all the worst stuff that happened in wrestling, primarily with the WWE, and then with WCW and all that, and then of course now they expand it to AEW, Indies and such. And every year they have what is called the Gooker Award to celebrate the very worst of pro wrestling that year. And some of the winners include the like of David Arquette becoming WWE Heavyweight Champion, the Katie Vick storyline.
Oh my god.
Yeah, from the weird and the absurd to some of the more interesting inductions, interesting winners. Like in 2022, the winner was actually and this is gonna come as crazy, but the winner was actually Ric Flair's last match. Interestingly enough.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
And I think for the 2023 one, there was actually a tie. There was actually two winners, but it's worth checking out. And because of how absurd this gimmick is, the guy who runs the website, Audie Reynolds, he pretty much named the award the Gooker Award. So
thanks. Yeah. I should check their website. Sounds like a good resource for yours, Lowly, actually. Making some of my questions.
There's an interesting fact about this turkey. He apparently won the 24/7 championship. He came back.
I know it comes back sporadically, but just in a
why
in a less traumatic form. Yeah, because 24/7 it's a free for all championship, I suppose. So anyways, folks. We're gonna get
damn.
Now that I need to move away from this image really, really soon because it's starting to just traumatize me.
It's stuck on your screen now.
So the way this the way this system works, folks, in terms of sorry. Before we get to how we answer questions, on the flip side, the contestant that has gotten the most points, will receive what I call the bell low. So if you see the bell, the bell at the top corner of my screen, that is the bell low. That's the magical bell that came into Cafe Cornelius when I first started this whole shebang off. And essentially, if I were to consensually give someone this bell, so that means one of the winners here, one of the potential winners here, they get, within reason, one wish granted by me. So yes, I have granted someone a lot of books, a lot of stuff before. So it has to be within reason. So no Wagyu dinners. Sorry.
I always wanted a title belt. $400 title belt.
So I think that counts as within out of reason. Yeah. So I've done stuff. I've drawn stuff for people. I made skits for folks. So stuff that is within my means, as opposed to getting you a WWE title belt. I know. I saw your stream last night, Brad. Yeah, the WWE merch scene is kind of hard for us in here in the southeast. Yeah, come on.
We can't ship the title here. Like
do they not actually?
Yeah, it says I get a error when I tried it. Like I want to get the shipment fee, and says the manufacturer doesn't allow you to send it to your country.
Ooh, dang. Hey,
So I can just, like,
it can be a little hard
t-shirts.
sometimes. I think pro wrestling tees is banned in Malaysia. I think. Johan, can you?
Yeah, I mean, they used to be able to send like t-shirts to Malaysia until I think it might have been 2016 or 2017, where, oh man, I don't remember, but I did receive an email from PWTs as to why they don't ship to Malaysia anymore. I don't remember what it was though, but yeah, it must have been about like something to do with like maybe t-shirts getting lost in the mail or something like that. But I don't exactly remember. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed as well that we're not able to like order stuff from PWTs anymore, because I mean it's the closest thing that we can get to like actual merch that we can that also goes directly to the wrestlers who are promoting their stuff there as well.
Exactamundo. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work for Mario, Johan, and Brett here. So when I reveal the question, I will read out the entirety of the question first, and then the participants can have a think, can ask me questions pertaining to the question. Obviously there's some stuff that I just can't reveal, obviously. And there is no time limit, but there is indeed peer pressure to answer the questions. And then they will have to DM me their answers just to keep things all nice and fair. And I'll obviously tally the scores as well, just to keep track of everything. I think with that being said, folks, I think we are ready now. Let's see how well these hardcore wrestling fans will do with. Actually, not question 1. Rather, I call these question 0. You'll see what I mean.
Ooh, secret bonus question.
Oh God.
Let's go.
The bonus question came first.
Okay. Okay, so these so question 0, I expect these to be answered fairly quickly. So let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Johan, what is the name of the faction that Kofi Kingston is a part of?
Dang.
This one you can read out loud, because this is meant specifically for you. So only Johan answers this.
Oh.
The New Day!
Indeed, it is indeed the New Day. Congrats. Wait, are you kidding me? Why is my there you go. Wait. Why did my actual bell not work? What the hell? Bell. I'm literally smashing the button. Why?
You have to do impromptu.
Okay, we'll have to do that with the small desk bell. I'm okay. Okay. So congrats, Johan. You got that one correct. Okay, and then next up. Before I forget. One twist with the wheel of Batsu is that the twist with that is just to keep things little more spicy, a little more interesting. If I were to scuff during the game show, so that means right now, in the questions, like maybe there's some mistakes on the screen, or maybe I say something that like maybe I accidentally reveal the answer, something like that. You can call me out on it, and I spin the wheel of Batsu. So
Okay.
it fires back at me as well.
Oh no.
But we are capping this at 3 times. At 3, because I have encountered. There was one episode where I did not put a cap on this, and it went past 5. I nearly lost my mind over it. I almost wanted to admit myself into a psychiatric institution because of it. So we're capping. If I were to scuff 4 times, no, I will not spin the wheel of Batsu 4 times. Are you kidding me? So I will not be singing "Sexy Boy" 4 times. No.
Why not?
Karaoke endurance stream. Let's go.
So who is this?
God, I already start looking at it. It's like, who the hell is this guy?
This
He
should
looks
be
like
easy.
Chris. He looks like Chris Jericho, though.
This should be easy.
I'm gonna say Chris Jericho.
You sure? Is that your answer?
No, but that's my answer.
Oh, unfortunately,
Or
you
is it
are
so-
wrong.
Oh,
It is
yeah, it's
Stone
so
Cold
cold.
Steve
It's
Austin.
stunning Steve
God.
Austin.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
God,
is this is technically stunning Steve Austin, but obviously I also accept Stone Cold Steve Austin. Indeed, this is him in his
Yeah.
earlier days when he had hair.
Yeah, I watched some of those matches. It's like he is not recognizable in that face. Like, goddamn. It's like,
and then finally, wait.
oh. Oh, yo, someone's got to spin a wheel that early at question 0.
Damn it!
We're not wasting any time with the Batsu wheel.
Damn it! Damn it! I died! Damn it! Ah! Mario, who is this?
It's not moving, man.
Mario, who is this?
I'm waiting for the screen to change.
No, this is your answer. This is your question. This is your
Yours
question.
now.
This is your question.
I mean, I'm still seeing the
This is
Steve
your
Austin.
question.
That's your question. That wasn't supposed to be mine.
Okay. Well, this is stunning Steve Austin, the prototypical form of the legendary Stone Cold Steve Austin, back when he had magnificent locks, was wrestling out of Texas.
Yeah. Congrats. You get 1 point. You get 1 point.
Hooray! A winner is me.
So, wait, what is this move called?
Wait, is that a phenomenal forearm? It's either the phenomenal forearm or he changed the name. I'm just gonna
give
say
you
it's a phenomenal
One
forearm.
last try. One last try.
I'm gonna say phenomenal forearm because I think his other finisher called chicken wing something. I forgot the full name of it, but I'm gonna say it's a phenomenal forearm. But it's like a clothesline. But yeah, phenomenal forearm is like a clothesline as well. I'm gonna say phenomenal forearm. But, yeah.
Okay, so that makes the both of us that messed up. It is the springboard clothesline.
Springboard clothesline.
I'm showing the video. It's looping and. Yeah.
I mean, the AJ Styles does that.
That's a forearm. He literally sticks his arm out at the top of the. Yeah.
I mean, but let's see. Difference between AJ Styles.
One's a forearm, one's a clothesline. I know. I'm not. It's not exactly zooming here, but so unfortunately, sorry, we read. Somehow you got 2 answers wrong, but I feel I'm the one that lost here. Okay.
I got
so,
2 answers wrong.
As
but
I mentioned,
won.
folks, as I mentioned, if I were to scuff in any sort of way during the game show, I will spin the wheel. So let me just switch the screens for the folks for our distance here, so they can see that I'm not I'm not trying to get away with this or anything like that. Okay. Let me just
Spin
show.
the wheel, turn a heel.
Oh, I'm already a heel. That's the problem. I hate
Congratulations, surprise face turn.
Well,
Well, negative multiplied by negative.
Okay.
Heel times heel.
And welcome Nina from LCWC. You came in just in time to see me scuff at question 0. These are supposed to be square circle made simple questions, easy questions. Yeah, for somehow I'm the one that is like I lost here. So congrats to Johan and Mario. You both get a point. Sorry,
Hooray.
Brett. You got 2 questions wrong, I guess. Yeah.
God's
Okay. So,
doing.
okay. Let me just spin this and let's see which Batsu I get.
Wow.
I'll say though, in Brett's defense, I definitely would have guessed incorrectly on that as well, because there's like this one frame where it's hard to tell if it's like a lariat or a forearm. So I probably would have also probably guessed some variation of spring or of the phenomenal forearm, or like a springboard elbow. You know, like I was like, ooh, that's tough. Sorry, continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. And as you can see, it landed on Johan's name, which means I have to. I can't believe I'm doing. I can't believe this is how this is go. I can't believe this is how I'm doing this. I can't believe this is how this is my comeuppance. Okay.
Wait, hold up. Can I add a question first?
Yeah.
Every time we get Johan's Batsu, we're always going to introduce Johan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we're gonna mute for you, man.
Let's just get this over with. Let's see. Introducing from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at one magnificent voice. He is the voice of Malaysia Pro Wrestling, Johan Singer.
That felt great.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to accidentally kick you there. Oh my god. Okay. Dang it. I thought I had everything locked in and... Okay. So yes, folks, those were question zeros. Apologies. So read Red. I thought so these were supposed to be technically gimme questions. Technically, I wanted to basically show off that you guys all these are easy peasy lemon squeezy for you guys. Actually, to the point where like if I were to give you 5 SCMS questions in a row, it should have been a 5 out of 5 easy. But my bad. My bad. Red.
No worries about that, dude. Let's keep going.
Okay. But as I said, folks, that means that that right now, Brett has a little bit of catching up to do. But the next set of questions, now these are actual SCMST questions, S tier questions indeed, folks. So let's see them, shall we? And let's hope that there's no scuff involved, because I don't want to turn this into a hat trick of Batsus for me. Okay, question 1. Which presumably independent wrestler did ZSJ, aka Zack Sabre Jr., most recently went to a time limit draw against? A. Minoru Suzuki from Japan, A. Eman Osman from Malaysia, C. Caveman Ugg from Australia, or D. Jake De Leon from the Philippines. Again, as I mentioned, folks, you don't have to rush in answering these questions. You can ask me stuff. There's stuff that I definitely can't answer. Scout's honor, by the way. Scout's honor to not, go online and research on to find your answers. Scout's honor if I insist. Do you guys know the context of this question at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
The question is, who is?
Like,
But
I
guess
know
a-
Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay,
I know,
Yeah.
I know
Good
Murder Grandpa Minoru Suzuki. I'm
okay, that's
very
good one, that's a good
unfamiliar with
one.
the rest, so I'm like, I'm sweating here. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He
no, no.
recently fought Jake De Leon, but I'm 100% sure that's not a time limit draw. Well, I'm 80% sure because the last time you said 100% in the one tweet, I was corrected.
Okay. So
Okay,
just
80.
just so we're clear, folks, as you can see, some of these questions are definitely more biased to some folks than others. But don't worry. From what when I lay out these questions, so there are some questions more biased to perhaps one or two more individuals than the others. So this one might be more biased to a couple of the contestants here, but another question later down further down will be more biased to another. So don't worry. Plus, this is my show. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
that's fair.
show.
That's completely fair.
That should be one of the
Okay,
bots to
but yeah,
take over
feel
once.
free to ask me stuff. Feel free to ask me stuff.
Okay.
I mean, like, do you guys understand why this is even a question in the first place? Actually,
Is the guy he fought Asian, by the way?
they
Just
can't give
gonna-
that away. Come on.
I mean,
That
gonna
won't
roll
be
a one
fair.
up.
That won't be
I mean,
fair.
3 of them are Asians, but
Yeah. we gotta ro-
Yeah, a little bit
If
of
he
Asian
said no-
representation here.
if he said no, oh, okay, we know the answer.
But do you guys understand
Yeah.
the significance of this actually? Why this is
It's-
even a
Oh.
question?
What I find fascinating is the word choice in the question itself. Presumably independent, which leads me to believe that whoever the talent in question is no doubt being rumored to be picked up by a larger organization, or
That's one way to
possibly
interpret
have.
it. I deliberately
Or possibly has been affiliated with others, because I know Minoru Suzuki has basically been, doing essentially a retirement tour after disbanding Suzuki-gun. So that's why I would probably lean more towards Murder Grandpa.
yeah, he was just recently in Major League Wrestling like yesterday or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
join Contra Unit or something like that?
Yeah, he did. He's like a
that's
hired
wild.
assassin for Contra Unit.
That is wild.
Also, he is now technically the cutest in the world, having defeated Maki Ito.
oh yeah.
Damn.
Minoru Suzuki, cutest in the world, and Murder Grandpa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like sounds like a light night novel, man. My
Um,
grandpa can't. My wrestling grandpa can't be this cute.
Oh god.
There we go. We've got a new romance
Murder
anime
Grandpa.
for next season.
Okay, so the reason why I put that presumably independent, so as you can tell, I wanted to basically highlight some independent some wrestlers who maybe are who's flown a bit under the radar but are considered underrated but very very good. But you never know, right? So Minoru Suzuki was the one that really threw the spanner in the wrench here, where does he actually count as independent and stuff? So just to make sure that my phrasing of the question is perfectly clear, so I put there, I wrote there presumably independent, just in case, because if you were to look at Suzuki's Wikipedia page, he still says that he's working for NGPW, which I'm actually not entirely sure of, especially when pro wrestling is still a pretty guarded, secretive industry. So you never know what's going on behind the scenes. So that's why my wording here was quite particular. But yes, indeed. So the reason why I wanted this to be a question is because in case if it's not obvious, Zack Sabre Jr., to those who are unaware, is one of the perhaps arguably the best technical wrestler in the world. No one does submission grappling like he does. The amount of escapes that he can do, the amount of techniques that he can pull off seamlessly, just an insane number of the ways he can finish a match with a gajillion different submissions. It could be an armbar, it could be a heel hook, it could be a heel hook and an armbar and an octopus hold, and somehow he's also writing in his next novel as well in the laptop that appeared next to him. So just an infinite number of ways that he can pull it off. And he's also part of TMDK as well, a big mainstay in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So to go up against him recently in a time limit draw. So just I should have wrote it actually. Apologies. It was 30 minutes, by the way. So going up against him in a time limit draw, in a 30-minute time limit draw, I don't know about you guys. In my personal, humble, professional opinion, that's a big deal to score that kind of match result against ZSJ. Essentially surviving against one of the arguably the best technical wrestler alive right now for 30 minutes. That is not an easy feat to get. So no, the opponent did not win, but it's just 30 minutes in a draw against someone who is basically such an established name such as ZSJ. So I thought, okay, I gotta have this as my first question. I have to. Okay, just let me check here. Has everyone answered already?
Submitted mine. I'm not
still,
sure.
I'm still deciding.
That's
my
my
approach
final
here, 'cause I'm
answer.
There's no time limit. You are free to ask me questions. I'll see if I can answer it for you.
So
if you
if I
said
heard
recently.
correctly, the person who most recently wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. was Jake De Leon. Is that correct? Of the people here,
As
that's
far as
listed.
I know, he is independent because I think, yeah. But basically, in terms of time limit draw, that could have happened like years ago. Maybe I don't know.
Well, either way, I do need a question locked in. Eventually, we gotta get the show on the
Yep.
road. Gotta get the show on the
Yep.
road.
I
not
locked
calling
in
anyone
my
else.
answer already.
Yeah, I'm prepared to job for this one. I have sent in my answer.
Then again, he went
Yeah.
to Australia that one
And
time.
Rilo, you feel free to answer answer as well. By the way, you feel free to participate as well. I'll just see what everyone thinks the correct answer is. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, I've gotten everyone's answer in. So let me read it. Everyone's answer out. Okay. Let's see. Let's see now. Mario, you answered A for Minoru Suzuki, from Japan, and this is very interesting. Both Johan and Brett answered D for Jake De Leon. Interesting. Okay. Let me just pull up Memorial because I'll be using this. Okay. Now I will need my drums. Let's hope the drums work. Real quickly. Hold on. Ah, okay. I know what to do. Apologies. This away. Well, I really should have prepped this. Apologies. Let's see. Are we confident with our answers, by the way, folks? Are we confident with our answers?
No.
Not even a little, but also, we gotta keep the show moving. So
Exactly. Oh, and welcome, RJ. Welcome, RJ. Okay, and let's do this. We gotta switch these around. Okay. Where's my drum rolls? Why are my drums not working? Are you kidding me? Why are my drums not working? It's so finicky sometimes. This damn thing. Hold on.
Does it go as a botch?
No, it does not. It does not. This is more of a technical difficulty than. Why is my drum rolls? Wait, hold on. I will get my. Why are my drum rolls not working?
the monocle is working. I guess that counts for something, right?
I know the
Monocles.
monocle is working, but why is of all things the drum? Whatever.
God.
Okay. Oh, what freaking ever. Okay, and your answer for question 1 is. Oh wait, I got this thing. That's not any better. Jake De Leon. Yay!
Oh, yay!
Oh yes, folks, it is indeed Jake De Leon that scored that got a 30-minute time limit draw against Zack Sabre Jr. Homegrown, Philippine-born, what was it? what's his tagline? No, born and bred, inasalfed, Señorito Jake De Leon. Indeed. Yeah. Oh, wait, Bacolod bread. My bad. He's from Bacolod. Bacolod bread.
Oh, Bacolod. Yeah.
Yeah, Bacolod bread, inasalfed. Jake De Leon.
Yeah.
I know this sounds a little gibberish to Mario. All you need to know is that Lad is a homeboy. Lad is a homeboy from the Philippines, born and raised. And
Oh yeah, no, I definitely got that vibe.
and he scored himself an international dream match essentially against Jake Leon in the recent DexCon Decada actually. This event. So this
Oh, it was back in late May. Okay.
yeah. So
All
this
right.
wasn't too long ago actually. In fact, it wasn't too long ago. So I want to just highlight this as the first question. Just give a little shout out to my boy Jake. He's been someone I've known for a long while, and he is just an incredible wrestler. I've always known that, and I was not expecting the result that it was. No one foresaw this event, even with what happened with Manila Wrestling Federation. For a little context, DexCon Decada is like a separate pro wrestling event. The one that the promotion that Jake wrestles in more typically is called Manila Wrestling Federation. It actually was on television in the Philippines for a little while. Unfortunately, literally announced, I think on the day itself of this show, Manila Wrestling announced that it effectively is closing down. It will be closed down. There'll be no, it won't be reborn in another way at all by the same people. So going into this event was probably weighing on Jake's mind very heavily. Either way, this is basically what I'm actually going to read a post. Read this that Jake actually posted on Instagram on his thoughts and feelings on his match against Jake against Zack Sabre. So this is what Jake said. Yeah. So Jake wrote, I lasted 30 minutes against Zack Sabre Jr. in a draw at DexCon Decada. While I should be happy with the outcome, and many people have been commending my performance, I am not too happy. Yes, the best technical wrestler in the world couldn't beat me in 30 minutes. However, I couldn't beat him, plus I was outclassed for most of those 30 minutes. I merely survived. While I am proud of myself for swimming in those deep waters and not drowning, I want to be able to do more than just stay alive. So thank you DexCon and thank you ZSJ for showing me where I'm at and teaching me what I need to do to get to where I want to be. I'm happy with how far I've come, but I know I can go even further. Para sa sarili ko at para sa... Brett, what does that mean?
Wait, where did he post it about that? Let me just, so I can read it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just get this for you.
But yeah, so while Cornelius is looking for it, funny story about the event place. It says Brawl Pit Bulusan.
Yes.
So the reason why I don't watch them live because it says Ball Pit Bulusan. I found this out recently, and I was like, that is too far away. So Bulusan is a place somewhere in the Philippines, in the Sorsogon province. To give perspective, it will take me like a 10-hour to 12-hour drive to get there, or 45 minutes plane ride, then another an hour drive of that one. That's why okay, I can't go there. I found out that the Ball Pit Bulusan is the name of the thing, so it's in somewhere like near our vicinity. So I could just get there for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't know about that.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
So next time I'll just go there. I'm gonna watch it live next time if they have any events there.
Awesome. And welcome Zizan. So yeah, what does para sa sarili ko at para sa mean?
Oh wait, hold up.
I wrote in the collapse.
Oh wait, I have to open it on Twitter because it doesn't show the whole thing. While I should be happy with the outcome, and many people have been
I already read all that.
I'm
starting at the end.
Para sa sarili ko at para sa... It's for myself and for Pinoy wrestling. That's what it means.
That's so nice. Yeah.
There you go.
So, for a little bit of context here, so part of what makes SCMST a little bit more difficult is that I also will be highlighting stuff that goes on in independent wrestling as well. So so this is one of those times where I'm really pushing the boundaries a little bit, because I usually, like for example in the last episode, most of the questions were related to like at least the larger companies, the larger companies, WWE, New Japan, that sort of a thing. As you can tell, I'm really pushing the boundaries here of obscurity, because I will admit this is a little bit this is pushing a little bit to the obscure side. But this is a Zack Sabre related question, so I thought, okay, I will add this in instead. So I'm really happy for Jake to get this opportunity. In fact, just a little heads up for folks who maybe are based in Japan. He's not done yet. He's not done yet with doing some big stuff, because Jake D, along with Singaporean Dr. Gore, will be spending 2 weeks in Japan, going on a little bit of a pro wrestling tour from August to September. This is obviously illustrated by the good doctor himself. So if you guys are somehow in Japan during the period of from August to September in those 2 weeks, maybe you can check them out actually. So I believe this will be Dr. Gore's like at least second or third time going to Japan to wrestle. This will be Jake's first time going to Japan to wrestle. So I'm very excited for the both of them. Indeed. So congrats to Brett and Johan for getting the answer right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokes. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you guys all right?
Yep, we're ready.
All
Oh yeah,
right.
let's go.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now, question 2 is actually, wait, hold on. Let me just take this out. I like to put my monocle on here. Hey, there we go. Okay. All right. Oh, right. Apologies. Wait, hold on. Let me just switch the screen for the contestants, so they can see things in real time ish. Ish. 1 second. Come on. Pop it up. There we go. Apologies.
No worries.
All good.
Okay. Okay, then the next question 2. Asuka has the longest undefeated win streak in WWE. How long is it? A, 233. B, 246. C, 252. Or D, 267. WWE loves its records, loves its numbers. So I'm actually not really a numbers guy, actually, to be perfectly frank here. But I'll be remiss if I don't add some sort of number-related thing. I'm more of a quality over quantity type of a guy. But it's SCMST. This is where I'm supposed to like make things a little more on the difficult side for you guys. I originally wanted to phrase this question as, who has the longest undefeated win streak in WWE? That might be too common knowledge, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I were to ask that, would you all three of you have gotten it right? Actually,
Depending on who you put
Probably.
around the choice,
Yeah.
I still think I would have ID'd Asuka because longest
Yeah.
streak. I'm just struggling because like I should know this.
oh really? Oh really? You actually?
I
should know
know.
this.
Really?
I know she
Ah.
surpassed Goldberg's streak.
Yeah, like her,
Okay.
like she blew past Goldberg's.
I can say that much. I can say that much.
But I
That's the
don't know
problem. I
how
don't
long
remember
Goldberg's streak is.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to remember Goldberg's to get it to perspective for Asuka's because it was a ludicrous streak.
Yes.
Which
Yeah,
is
it
also what
was.
which is also what made the breaking of it the way that it did all the more infuriating. It's like, really,
Yeah.
really,
And it gave birth to another streak from her, actually.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the unfortunate WrestleMania streak.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
The reverse Undertaker, it's slowly growing. Please don't.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe she'll be safe now in the Paul Levesque era. Maybe.
So-
Apparently
you
she's,
call it the Paul
recovering, right?
Levesque era. Actually, what do you guys feel is the. I mean, maybe it's too early to say. I know that Stephanie McMahon in WrestleMania 40 has announced that this is the triple. Did you say Triple H era or Paul Levesque era? I don't recall. It might have been Paul Levesque. What would you guys like this era to be called, actually?
I mean, either the Triple H or Paul Levesque eras, because it very firmly has his fingerprints all over it. And it would distinguish it from tying it to like some sort of a buzzword like new or I'm trying to think of some other periods or like using the rating system. So PG era, because it feels very much less like, how do I describe this? It's less of a thematic era and more of a personality driven era. Yeah, Papa, I'm seeing in the chat, Papa H era, also acceptable. Also
Papa
acceptable.
H era.
The Papa H.
I can concur with Mario on that as well, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
because like, especially since for all intents and purposes, all previous eras, there wasn't really any other personality behind it because it was always Vince McMahon ultimately at the end of the day as the one running the show. So you can't really tie it to a personality other than at the very beginning, and even then, that's still essentially golden era for all intents and purposes. Even when he takes it over from Vince Senior. So it feels very apropos to tie it specifically to the legacy of Triple H in some capacity.
I think my slight gripe with calling it the Paul Levesque or Triple H era, or whatever you call it, is just the simple fact that you're tying this new era, and I definitely do feel it's a new era. I can concur with that. Dang, I mean, like, oh my god, beautiful camera shots, beautiful.
Oh my god,
cinematography. Yes. Oh, gorgeous. But to tie it to a specific person, that I don't know, that doesn't sit right with me personally. Because he's a big part of it. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. But I don't know, to tie it to one specific man. I don't know about that. I mean, Hogan was the biggest thing. Was like the biggest thing during the I think the golden era. But we don't call it the Hogan era.
Yeah.
Because it since this is more like a general structural thing, because a lot of the way that things are booked, a lot of the way that, for example, you mentioned the cinematography, they are literally making cinema at this point. Like that Wyatt 6 debut, Chef's Kiss, that was the most cinematic thing I have seen out of pro wrestling in a minute, and for a live show, no less. That was. There were no cutaways. There were no pre-recorded packages. That was live.
It was
actually theater. It was so good.
It's actually pretty wild, because if you think about it, we are in an era of with very little attention spans, with extremely quick videos, jump cuts, and all that, where everything is being consumed, and here is WWE essentially doing a single take tracking sequence.
Oh, that was so. I love stuff like that, and even with the walkouts. For some talents now, they'll loop all the way to the back, follow them all the way back out, and it's so different, but it's so refreshing. I'm actually pulling up a quote from from Dusty Rhodes that kind of encapsulates this. There's this quote where he said, "What takes Hollywood weeks and months to film takes professional wrestlers and the companies behind them literally minutes to put together. A spontaneous explosion of emotion unleashed before your very eyes." Now pair that with the production values that WWE brings to the table as they are about to jump to Netflix. They are literally pro wrestling cinema now, and
they can curse without censors.
Yeah, I'm here for this. And all that is because of granted, Vince was always trying to turn WWE into entertainment, but he had a very different philosophy for how to do it. With
Mhm.
Triple H, we saw the blueprints through Black and Gold NXT, and now we're seeing the full realization when he doesn't have the old man at the top to mess up his very carefully laid plans, and also no longer. You mentioned the jump cuts. We don't have Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
Smash cutting every 15 seconds or less.
It
another
was
angle.
very
Generous,
nauseating
man.
to watch.
15
Oh, I know.
generous.
I'm being real generous there. It's like 15 milliseconds, really. 15 frame, like every 15 frames, cutting to a new angle. So we don't have any of that. Like things are being treated more cinematically, and that's very much a thing that Triple H was trying to bring to WWE by way of NXT, and now he's bringing it to the mainstream. So yeah, that's why I still stand behind the idea of attaching it to a personality, because it's really an era based off of his philosophy towards pro wrestling at the highest echelons.
Mm.
I don't
wait,
really
has everyone
agree it
answered question
started.
2 yet?
Oh, which one?
I am about to just throw you a guess because I'm just
I
like,
kind of like have to guess this one as well.
Yeah, but I really don't think it's Triple H that was the one who started this era, to be honest, in my opinion. Because when did Triple H start handling it? It's more of Nick Khan's doing as well. Think about
from
it. Like,
the business side,
Do you think it should be called the
I
Nick
agree.
Khan era?
no, my term would probably Renaissance era. It's like a revival thing. It's like people came back to wrestling because of what they're doing right now.
I mean, that's a fair point
Super
as
classy.
well.
Like,
That's
this is a
super classy. I
revival.
like it.
Mm. Actually, I was thinking of Renaissance era as well. Actually, but then I realized, Mario was espousing so much about cinematic this, cinematic that. Cinematic era? I don't think anyone's thrown that into the hat just yet. But
I don't know. I
definitely-
guess it's also because when people mention cinematic matches, they think of like the Boneyard match or Firefly
Pre-recorded.
Funhouse match or the what was that Wyatt Swamp match that Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt had. So
Yep.
those kind of matches as well. I think that's when when people mention cinematic matches, that's the first thing that comes to their mind, rather than like all these amazing seamless transitions, the cuts and all that as well. So I think
that's why I'd be
well,
reluctant
it
to
is,
use
yeah.
the catch-all term as well, because even going past that, the deletions.
Oh yeah,
all the deletions.
final
Oh my
deletions and
God.
God knows what else.
yeah. So that also falls under cinematic match territory. That's traditional pre-record. But in terms of the vibe, yeah, it's definitely accurate to say that at this point it is very cinematic. But because of how wrestling has been portrayed the last few years, especially with those properly pre-recorded cinematic matches, it makes it a little tough to distinguish for more seasoned fans, shall we say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of season, okay, I've gotten everyone's answers. I've gotten and I've tallied them down. So let's see here. Really interesting list we have here. Okay, so Mario and Johan, you guys answered C for 252 win streaks, and then Brett, you answered B for 246. Let's see, shall we?
Come on.
Oh come on, really? I resetted my voice mod and still doesn't. My drum roll still it's not working. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
We can hear you.
can
Are you
hear
kidding me?
you.
Wait, is this? Are you? This is such a. Are you? Yeah. Give me a bit. I thought that. Like Mario was like giving me such a nice buffer there, and like. Oy.
He was trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Can
That's why I was
you
quite
tell I've
just
had
like Mario do his thing, and nope, still. Are you kidding me?
Keep talking about Triple H quickly.
Listen. I'm used to stalling while live. Like, if you need me to keep going, I'll be happy to keep pontificating.
It's fine. We'll just do this now. And your answer for question 2 is D.
Oh.
267 wins.
That was my other choice, because I was like, I know it was a ludicrous amount, but how ludicrous was it?
Yeah.
267 wins levels of ludicrous, which is actually just incredible according to WWE here. Ever since so I'm pretty sure this is including her wins in NXT as well. She started off at NXT. She has went on.
It most definitely is, including the NXT.
Yeah, she came in absolutely hot. I remember her debut match in NXT where she I think I can't recall who was it. Aaliyah? Actually, it might be Aaliyah. Defeated her in just a matter of seconds. And then so as I mentioned, WWE loves its records. It loves to like proudly showcase it. Things like for example, Goldberg had an incredible 173 undefeated streak, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Asuka
it was around that number.
Yeah, but Asuka in a time span, that's actually also something important as well. In a time span that is much shorter than Goldberg, so her time in WWE alone was about is maybe like several years. So Goldberg's thing of undefeated streaks was about 2 decades, but Asuka's in a matter of years racked up a whopping 267 against some real killers. Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
And then as Mario I think pointed out, her unbeaten run came to an end in a match against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 34, if I'm not wrong, actually. Yeah. So she's someone that and actually this is actually a little bit of a fun fact. I almost turned this into a question, but I struggled how to phrase it. This is actually for me almost more interesting. Asuka was like the first Japanese female wrestler to be a part of WWE in like many years. Obviously she wasn't the first Joshi wrestler to be a part of WWE, but she was the first in quite a long time, and then I guess she paved the way for folks like Io Sky and a few others. Indeed, man,
I would say, I mean, you could say that she was actually the very first to be officially signed with WWE, because the others that came before her, like the Jumping Bomb, the Angels, or Bull Nakano, or Aja Kong, and a few others, like there was a really fun match at Survivor Series where Alundra Blaze and Bertha Faye they led a team of Joshi wrestlers against each other. That was actually a very fun match from Survivor Series 95. So but most of them were just there for like maybe a show, or they have like a contract where it's like they get to wrestle like a specific number of matches as well. Aja Kong was
basically like talent exchanges more than official roster signings. Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Aja Kong was supposed to challenge for the women's championship at the '96 Royal Rumble until Alundra Blaze jumped ship to WCW and did that infamous promo where she threw the women's title in the trash, as well. Yeah.
Dang, I should
literally binned off the the original women's championship.
Dang.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as like Asuka, I think she's like the very first one to be like officially signed under a contract with WWE. So it is a pretty big deal, and I mean, she did have a fair she did have a pretty fairly good career in Japan as Kana, like back in the days as well, and but I guess the landscape back then was a bit different as well, since Stardom wasn't really like truly established, and Joshi Pro Wrest it was already out of that golden era stage as well, with All Japan Women and so many others that came before it. So I feel like Asuka coming to WWE was at a really good time in her career, where she can actually like really showcase just how good she is on a global level as well. And it's great to see how far she has come since then too.
Absolutely. I know a lot of folks when people ask wrestling fans, who are your Mount Rushmores in wrestling. You get the usual names: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rock, Kurt Angle. Maybe if you're into more wrestling stuff. I think we're in an era where we're in an era where the women wrestlers can be regarded in terms of match quality just as good as the guys these days, especially when you have someone like
absolutely.
Asuka.
Oh yeah.
So like for me personally,
Yeah, absolutely.
ever since I started watching her, Asuka, I think is indeed in my list of guys. So obviously I don't have just one guy. To the point where I think she might actually in my list of guys. So this is more than just 4. She might actually be in my Mount Rushmore. That's how highly I regard her, because she is just that dang good in her NXT run in particular. Oh my god, she just came off so convincing and such a killer. Even now too. Well, obviously not right now, because those who are not aware, I believe she is right now. She underwent a knee surgery operation.
She's on injury time right now.
Yeah.
Because she also runs quite the YouTube channel.
Oh, she does.
Oh yeah.
Kana-chan TV. Yo.
Oh yeah. She does indeed.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
Yeah.
you know. That's pretty fun to watch as well.
Yeah, I will say real quick, because I assume we're about to move on, but just to once again put over how awesome Asuka is. She is, for me personally, one of the few women's wrestlers that I have bought merch for. So I have her first NXT shirt. It's one of my treasured official WWE shirts that I've got in my now pared down collection from over the years, because she was just such a revelation in women's wrestling.
I also this just came into my head as well.
Oh, go for it.
I feel like Asuka's also the very first, and this is a very weird thing as well, but Asuka's actually the very first WWE, the first Japanese wrestler in WWE to not have a very stereotypical theme song.
Yes, no, that is very, very true. Like she broke the mold on so many levels. If I'm being very honest, part of why I ended up having like automatic heat with Ronda Rousey on her debut was I felt they took the spotlight away from this, revolutionary talent who was getting their moment in the sun as the first women's Royal Rumble winner, just so that they could get people to tune into Monday Night Raw and possibly WrestleMania, because hey, look, it's that women's MMA champion that you all wanted us to sign 2 years ago when she did that segment with The Rock wearing a Vegeta t-shirt. Like it frustrated me to no end, because
it frustrated
look
me
at
too.
You look at the accomplishments we've just listed, and even this question really hammers it home just how strongly she was booked to basically have her play second fiddle at her own coronation. That was that was something else. But yeah, she is truly like one of the best.
Yeah, and if nothing else, WWE entrusted her to have this incredible win streak in this indeed. So we here in SCMST and in my channel stan Asuka indeed, and we wish her the very, very best indeed. But alas, we must now move on away from being a bunch of from Mama Asuka.
Simps.
Okay,
Bunch of
we're getting into the simping territory now. Okay, next thing you know, we're gonna end up throwing super chats at Asuka. I feel we're getting to that
Simp
point
for
now.
Kata. Simp for Kata.
Oh god! Oh no! It's like
God, we
are not
want to
calling her
hear
mommy.
that.
We are not calling Asuka.
No,
that's
because
Rio.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley will just come to the stream and just wreck us. Also,
Oh wait,
be fair,
mommy?
hey, that's. I was gonna say that'd be good for Cornelius, because that'd be a hell of a boost for the channel.
Oh god!
Just random Rhea Ripley appearance.
I mean,
chew us out.
I mean, Asuka has a YouTube channel. If she would, I don't know if she. Yeah. If she'll pop on my chat.
Oh my god, that would be the best. Yeah, just suddenly pops up in chat like that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped so fast.
Yeah. That
Well,
would be
the only thing you need to
hilarious. Oh
do
my God.
is just say his name and he'll appear.
Oh god.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay, we gotta move, folks. We gotta move. We got 3 more questions to handle. Okay, question 3. what were Michael Cole's final words right after the WrestleMania 40 Night 2 main event? A, damn it, I love professional wrestling. B, WWE truly is where dreams come true. C, he didn't just make his father proud, he made us all proud. Or D, WWE would like to thank Wheatley American Vodka for sponsoring this event.
I'm just gonna say that there is no way that the answer is D, but the answer in D is very convincing.
But
if it were still Vince era, I wouldn't even I wouldn't put it past D to be the answer.
Interesting. But you guys understand what I'm referring to here, right? You guys know what the main event night 2 was, by the way?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep,
and that's why I didn't waste any time sending you this answer, because it was one of the things that really proved that we are watching a completely different product under Triple H's watch.
I think it's fair to say
it was one of those moments where it's like, wait, what?
I think it's fair to say that WrestleMania 40 will go down as one of the most important like wrestling events like ever.
Yes.
I know people are
firmly.
I know folks have been saying that maybe this could be like the very best WrestleMania ever, or the greatest ever, the most ambitious ever. But I think going down as one of the most important almost goes without saying. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
important
I
is
would-
In a
the key term.
transitional period as well, I feel that's what makes it very important.
Like to
yeah.
put it into context with other shows, I would argue this is for WWE what All In 2018 was for just wrestling in general at the time, but ultimately AEW. It was a genesis point. It was a mission statement. It said, for All In, it said, this is what wrestling is outside the bubble of Vince's Muscle Emporium. This show said, hi, welcome to Paul Levesque's Muscle Emporium. We have 8K. and just a lot of other things around it. I was about to say something to further that, but then I realized we should hold off on that extra statement for a little bit longer. But it was genuinely like the mission statement WrestleMania. It was the WrestleMania that said, this is what the product is going to be moving forward. Casually ignores the fact that Dude Wipes was one of the sponsors, and that just made some of the matches really awkward. Really awkward.
Yeah.
Did all of us actually here watch WrestleMania 40 actually? Let's just check it.
Yeah, watch it with watch on my Discord, like a watch party.
Ooh, nice.
Yep,
Nice.
yep. We watched it at the hotel during and after WrestleCon. It was basically our victory lap.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh yeah, it's WrestleMania week. There's a lot of stuff
Awesome.
happening as well, right?
Awesome. What do you guys thought of Night 2's main event, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns? Actually, curious.
You mean WWE Endgame?
That was what it felt like. Yes.
Yeah, it was spectacular. So I'm remiss to say that it is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. It is certainly like top 3, no questions asked. And I only say that just because the match quality, like if you stack it up to other, goated WrestleManias, it gets very, very close in terms of like which has the better matches, the better moments. But overall, fantastic show both nights. Some solid matches. Some incredible moments, and then of course, the main event that we're going to be talking about probably till the till the sun death of the universe, because oh my god, the closing minutes, like it genuinely was, a true climax to not just the Roman Reigns title run, but just everything that had been like start-stop in WWE for the time from when Cody Rhodes first showed up at WrestleMania 2 years prior, through all the stuff that happened across the company up to then, and getting to see all these touch points of the past, the present, the future. It was art. It was genuine art, and the elation, even when we knew the expected reaction, and when we knew the expected result, didn't matter. It was pure elation.
Yeah. Something I was actually a little bit surprised about with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes on night 2 was that obviously it was bloodline rules, just about anything goes. I thought they were gonna throw, and because for a while in that match, first of all, great match. But I actually thought they could have gone even
for sure.
wilder,
Like,
because if there was any
match
time
quality
to
was
just throw
excellent.
everything at the wall, it would have been that match. To an extent, we did get some absolutely wild moments as well, but I thought there would have been more. I was actually surprised that it only went 40 minutes. I thought it would have gone longer actually, but it's
Yeah, I mean the previous night, the previous night's main event went like very, very long as well.
Yes.
So they probably didn't want to overkill it. So
Yeah,
I think that was just like that was like a perfect match length for that kind of match as well.
Yeah.
So I think what WWE did, give them props for how they handled and booked that match very well. I think it was also, there was a lot of like there were a lot of like interlacing like stories as well. Like obviously Roman Reigns is trying to protect his title streak, which has been going on for so long, and for Cody Rhodes obviously is the whole him finishing the story as well. And it was just really booked very well because of just the way that match itself. I mean, obviously you've got other parties like Seth Rollins, and then you've got The Rock with his final boss gimmick as well and such. But and
Such
how
a good gimmick, by the way. It's so
how
good.
all of this like interwoven together as well, and how it all played out in the end was a very satisfying ending. It was a very satisfying match on a whole as well. The only thing is that I would say that's gonna be a very, very hard match to top for next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
with a lot of
it's
things
gonna be yeah, it's gonna be really tough. But that's okay, quite frankly, because they had a lot to kind of get right this year. It's okay if the following years are a little bit weaker, because when you again, we make this comparison to the MCU. After Endgame, you need that cooldown. Like, not everything is going to be a winner, because you've given us, as the title suggests, the end game. You have given us the conclusion, the finale. Where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Until you can build up a story with that level of investment. Yeah, it's going to be kind of weak for a bit, but that's okay. Like, you kind of earned it at that point.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Speaking
And
of
I'm not
earning-
saying it's not weak as well, because what are the things that could happen next WrestleMania is, for example, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, they haven't fought yet. Roman Reigns hasn't come back yet. Rhea really just came back, but we don't know what's gonna happen next. But I don't think it's also that weak as well. Yeah, and props to WrestleMania 40. That's like 2 or 3 years in the making as well. So you don't have that time right now.
And I say the term weak in terms of just relative comparison. It's probably going to be a banger of a show. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited. I'm actually hoping to actually attend it next year. That's part of the plan for next year, because it's Vegas. That's a 4-hour drive from Los Angeles. So just saying. And after sitting out the last 2 years because we were busy promoting at WrestleCon, the hope is this year we'll actually set aside some time to actually go to a WrestleMania. Like,
awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and I've gotten everyone's answers already. I've tallied it. This is actually really, really interesting, actually.
Goddamn.
I guess you guys had. Okay. So across the board, everyone answered A. Okay, and manual drum roll, please. And the answer for question 3 is A. Damn it! I love professional wrestling. Dang! I thought I could have like tricked you guys. Dang it!
And this is why I was holding back when I was rattling off why this is such a watershed show in professional wrestling. They said the words professional wrestling.
So it wasn't just me that
End of
noticed.
WrestleMania.
It wasn't just me that noticed. Like, okay. Before we y'all go off, I know y'all want to go off on this. Let me actually read out
Go for it.
Michael Cole's actually little monologue right after Cody won his WWE championships. So this is the whole thing that Michael Cole actually said about Cody. I've known this young man since he was a little boy. I saw him in a Hall of Fame speech where I knew he was going to be a star. He had star written all over him. I went through internet shows with him. I had a damn tag team championship match with him. He left here disgruntled, heartbroken to go create his own story. And Cody Rhodes came back here as a superstar. Cody Rhodes came back here and did something that his father, one of the greatest of all time, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, could never accomplish. Cody Rhodes came back here and won the WWE Championship. Damn it, I love professional wrestling. I almost like shook I almost like fell out of my chair when Cole said that. The words professional wrestling uttered so blatantly. I know it's been uttered before, in WWE before. Like I remember McIntyre actually made it a point to say, so let's just wrestle, something along those lines.
Yeah, we're
But to
professional
hear
wrestlers,
Michael
so let's
Cole,
wrestle. Yeah.
the voice
Cody
of
versus
WWE
Miz.
in WrestleMania, say the words professional wrestling when it was seen as such a borderline blacklisted word in the WWE for so long. Even though the main event is called WrestleMania, but to acknowledge
No, it's the colossal tussle, pal.
to acknowledge it as professional wrestling for what it actually is was just such a it's just I was shook indeed. Were you guys shook?
I'm pretty sure swear words were uttered, and absolute shock. Because I know when I heard that, I was like, wait, did he just say what I think he just said? And so casually, I was like, yep, nope, we're in the Paul Levesque era. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Vince
I think that's
era
one of
is
the-
dead and gone.
That's one of the beautiful things about that main event as well, because I mean, for some people say that, yeah, it's gonna be Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns. We know what the results are, but it's so like the reaction was just so genuine and so organic as well, with just like how Michael Cole reacted to it as well, and yeah, I mean the fact that he said that, it just didn't sound scripted at all, and I feel like. I know Michael Cole gets a lot of flack back in days, being like very company man-ish as well, but you can see that this is where he can actually like let loose and really be himself and really call matches like how I feel like maybe that's just how he wants to call it, without being too restricted as well.
Yeah.
And you can even, I mean, and this was a clip that went viral as well, like the way Samantha Irwin announced Cody Rhodes as the new champion.
I was
You
just
can see
about
like
to say,
how
she was
emotional she
choked
is as
up.
well.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was choked up. It was
Crying.
beautiful to watch. It's like
Like,
even if
yeah.
like just the moment was so powerful, so palpable. Like it's everything that professional wrestling can be at its finest.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, I don't know whether, I mean, I don't know what the thing, how it works in WWE as well. Like, I don't know whether Samantha Irwin knew who the winners are as well, like what the finishes were prior to her announcing as well. But I kind of like that, because I remembered, like, even as an announcer as well, there have been moments where I wasn't informed of what the finishes were, and sometimes I kind of like that, so that my reactions would actually be genuine and it would be in the moment as well. And there have been a few instances in my PW where that has happened, and I like those kind of moments where it's all very organic, and you kind of play off and feel off the crowd's energy, and then you kind of like translate it as to how it is as well.
Johan,
So-
are you talking about when Phoenix won?
not just when Phoenix won, this also goes to when when Daryl Wong and even when Gotham won the when they unified the World to Regional and WrestleCon championships. I think I don't remember. I think because I wasn't sure about the results. Matter of fact, I didn't know that it was gonna be like that 4-way was gonna be for that title. So the stakes are raised even higher.
Yeah.
And so I love that. And the Phoenix one was also something that I thought was a very good example that you brought up as well, Cornelius, because I was genuinely shocked as well.
Yeah, but when I look back at the clip, I could hear it in your voice actually, that I've never heard you announce the winner of the match so believe it or not primally before. Actually, I've never heard you just go off so hard. Apologies, folks. We are talking about something. We are talking about very specific Malaysia pro wrestling stuff here. First of all, I could have won that match.
Oh yeah,
somebody's bitter. Somebody's bitter.
It was a failed it was failed 5-way match. So it was a scramble to get the championship, and I could have gotten it, but no, it was it was no thanks Diana, the world's first hijabi wrestler that got the win, and the crowd erupted like I've never heard it erupt before. That crowd of 300 became a crowd of 1,200 that night. It was I've never heard a live crowd so loud in my life. It was insane, and to feel that, be in front of that, like literally, I was in front of the audience when it happened. I've never felt anything like that.
It was also a huge, like, I mean, it's a huge moment because it was an underdog story, and Phoenix was basically the only woman in that match as well, and she was up against there were a lot of big guys in that match as well that she was up against. So the odds were stacked against her. But like I said,
I was big in the
I didn't know.
sense.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't know what the results were gonna be, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, watch, and see how it played out. I mean, I didn't know what the results were. I had no idea at all. So when that finish happened and I saw the crowd erupt, and even I myself was genuinely shocked, I decided, might as well play through it, might as well announce it in a really, really huge way to really sell that moment. And I mean, damn it, I love professional wrestling.
Exactly. To tie it back to Michael Cole, it really does feel like he has been just untethered, unleashed as of recent years, because you are right. It always does felt like he was a company man, and there was nothing wrong with that. But as of recent years, even WWE is actually showing him off in social media, showing off his more stuff with Pat McAfee.
I was gonna say they have the commentator table cam basically, and they're turning that into social clips, and it's and it's funny that you mentioned Pat McAfee, because I was gonna say the other ingredient in what has been the current Michael Cole run has been his chemistry with Pat McAfee, because they just, for lack of a better term, they just bro out together, and there is this almost childlike joy when Michael Cole is calling stuff with Pat McAfee, because you could tell it's just bros being bros watching wrestling, and
exactly.
It's the same kind of. Oh, I'm so sorry. You first.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're like this generation's Mike Tenay and Don West. In terms of their reactions, in terms of how they play off each other, in terms of how excited they are, how much excitement they put in with how they call the matches as well. It doesn't seem scripted or choreographed. Those are very genuine emotions as well. So that's really, I mean, that's one of the things I love about commentary as well, when you can play off each other and react organically to what you see on the screen or in real life in front of your own eyes as well, and that's just a beautiful thing.
So
I was just going to quickly add, to further compound this point, one of the things I enjoy about All Elite Wrestling's commentary team, especially the combo of Excalibur and Taz, it gets very unhinged in a very entertaining way. It's that same concept I was saying of, bros being bros watching wrestling, but there's it's very unhinged, and I love that manic chaos. And that's what I like about Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, because it's that same chaotic energy, but it's a lot more polished, because it is a different kind of product, a different kind of presentation. It's like, let's take that chaotic energy, but let's make it more like traditional sports commentary while still broing out about wrestling.
I guess to sum it up with question 3 is that I basically wanted to give Michael Cole his flowers here, essentially, because it feels like the man has been having the most fun he's had in so long, and I just want to highlight that a lot of folks have derided Cole for being a very stiff like a commentator for a long while. I've always had an
very guilty
that,
as charged.
yeah, I've always had an inkling that he could offer more, especially when he was in smaller events, and he basically dropped like the line, arguably the line of the night in all of WrestleMania 40. Damn it, I love professional wrestling. Question 4, guys. Let's move on to question 4 real soon. But congrats, guys. Yes, you guys got clearly question 3 very, very correct. So let's move on to...
Go team!
Okay. With this one, I need to actually prep just a very quick bit. Real quick bit. Okay, let me just move this here. Let's see now. Okay. Guys, get ready for this one.
Okay.
Oh, and a photo of Cody Rhodes. Yay! Okay.
Yay!
I thought that was...
Say his name and he appears. I believe in... Guys.
I need to add a very important thing to this, and do read it aloud.
Guys.
It is the most important part. The most important part of this answer.
Yeah, say it.
There we go.
Say his name and he appears. I believe... This is not a question!
There it is.
This isn't a question!
I
didn't say question 4.
We DM the
Guys,
message.
I didn't say question 4. This is not a question. Just say it. Say his name and he appears. I believe in...
Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
God, that was... I thought this would have went so much smoother in my head. When you guys are like, oh, it's a question. I didn't even say question. Oh my god, you guys actually tried to answer this. You guys tried to
Glad I'm
answer
not
it.
alone.
Why would I give something so simple? For this to be a...
Might be a trick question.
This was supposed
Yeah,
to be
no.
This was supposed
Might
to
be
be a
the-
call and response thing, guys. This was
Well, to
supposed
be
to be a
fair-
call and response thing. I was trying to do a little fun thing, and
To be fair, did answer in the form of the response with the parenthetical.
oh god, I got no role model here, right? Everyone got into game mode immediately. Oh my god. Gods. Okay. Question 4. What song did Joe Hendry cover in his match against Drew McIntyre, formerly known as Drew Galloway, in ICW? A. Hello by Adele. B. Blue by Eiffel 65. C. My Sacrifice by Creed. Or D. Boom 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 by the Finger Boys.
I appreciate the multitude of Joe Hendry on our screen right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I know it came out on my video recommendation. That he
I've
fought
definitely
Okay,
watched this.
Now the
Okay,
question
yeah.
is, which one?
It's so good.
Firstly, whilst you guys have a think about this, I think it's fairly obvious that all 4 of us know who Joe Hendry is, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat, do you guys know who Joe Hendry is? But I guess my follow-up question to the 4 of you is, how deeply do you know about Joe Hendry?
wouldn't say deeply, but I mean, I have known Joe Hendry since his ICW days as well. He's definitely come a very long way, and to see the exposure he's been getting recently is like, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier for him.
Yeah,
I honestly couldn't be any more happier for him. He deserves that. He deserves that time in the spotlight as well, and with the way this whole thing, this relationship between TNA and for now NXT is playing out, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Hendry more in NXT and eventually, make it to the main roster in WWE as well. So, and he truly deserves it. Like, the guy is very creative. He's very talented. He's great in the ring, great on the mic, has a great look as well, and he's got superstar written all over him. From the first time I saw him in ICW, he's got superstar written all over him.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm so eager to see what comes next. Yeah.
Exactly. So for context, for the folks at home who are watching this, who are not maybe familiar with Joe Hendry, how could you, first of all? He's actually a pro wrestling out of TNA actually. He's Scottish. He's been part of the Scottish and British wrestling scene for a long time. He eventually went on to be a mainstay in TNA or Impact Wrestling for a good while now. And as of recently, somehow, some ways, this song of his, I Believe in Joe Hendry, actually gotten somehow, some way, it gotten viral. And mind you, he's had this song for actually a fair while actually. When I actually heard it at least something like 2 years ago or something like that. So it was quite a while ago, but only in the past several months did it get like viral. It started to appear everywhere on TikTok, on Instagram for some reason. And obviously Hendry, who's very in touch with social media and presenting yourself outside of just wrestling, really took notice of that and just started to spread his wings all around. Really capitalize on this. I know that
it was legitimately charting in the UK. I think it was on the iTunes charts. So I actually was just watching a thing about this the other night. So if I'm recalling the story he shared correctly, he saw that this song was kind of going viral, but he never put it on iTunes or Spotify. So he went through the process of getting it on those platforms, and that's when it exploded. He said he was getting messages when it charted, because he even said the timing was everything, because apparently the way they do the charts, it's a certain way. He uploaded the song basically in the middle of the usual charting the cycle, but it just went bonkers as soon as it was uploaded to those platforms, and it made mainstream news in the UK and everything. Like it. It was all because he decided to upload the song to major music platforms, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, in fact, this is actually really interesting too, because Joe Hendry got over with his music actually, as opposed to doing a cool wrestling sequence, cutting a scathing, intense promo. No, he essentially really got himself big opportunities by way of song. I'm actually not too surprised by this, for the simple fact that for the longest of time, Joe Hendry was known as like the cover song guy. He was a guy that, as you can tell with some of the possible answers, mind you, all of these songs are songs that he actually has covered and used to as for entrances. And he usually sings something about his opponents, typically. And so he's been doing this actually since his very early days, starting out as a pro wrestler, going all the way back to ICW, which stands for Insane Championship Wrestling, which is I think the premier indie wrestling promotion in Scotland, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Like ICW is actually not a small no small promotion either. At the biggest, they did a show in, I think it's called the Hydro Stadium, which it was 6,000
Oh, they
people.
did the Hydro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hydro.
Oh,
I think
wow.
it's SS. Yeah, it's the
That's-
Hydro.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Like, because that is an actual arena.
Yes,
So it's a
yeah.
proper arena show.
They sat like they seated like 6,000. That is unheard of for independent wrestling show. Actually, I'm pretty sure he was a part of that. Joe was a part of that too. So yeah, music has been his thing for a long time, and I guess he's been covering songs for a long time too. And to see that he actually got over with his own song, mind you, this is so I believe in Joe Hendry is his own song. It's not a cover. It's not something that he even took inspiration from. He like remixed or anything like that. This is his song.
Yeah, it's an original. It's a Joe Hendry original, like legit. It's
Yeah.
his original track that he uses as his theme song.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like the journey that this man has had. I know Cornelius, you and I had talked about it even in the pre-show. Like
yes.
how far back we've followed him in his career, and you know how his music has been that perpetual earworm. One of his first original theme songs that he used is something that still lives rent free in our collective heads. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was about to ask which are your favorite covers of Joe Hendry, but I think we'll do that after I reveal the answer. So I've gotten all the answers already. This is actually interesting because we got a bit of a smorgasbord here, actually.
Funny
Johan,
enough, it's the one that I certainly put in a guess.
I guess it's in this one because I didn't learn about Joe Henry until recently. And yeah, I know that this song was old, but I think the reason also why it's gotten more popular because his music video with this one now is much better compared to the last one. It was just him floating. He's just floating head the last video.
Yeah.
The older one.
Yeah, he put some production into the remix.
This one is more memeable.
Yeah, exactly. He memed himself. Hence this, hence this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
Johan,
dear.
you actually answered A for Hello by Adele, great song. Mario, you put in B for Blue, Eiffel 65. And finally, Sweetbread, your answer is C for My Sacrifice by Creed. Do you know the song, Sweetbread?
No, I answered C for Cornelius, to be honest.
Oh. Thanks.
To be fair, that's a pretty good good reason.
Thanks.
Cornelius knows the
uh,
answer, so it's C.
Julio's. Okay, so let's finally do this, folks. Oh man, let me see. Stupid drum roll. Me and voice mod. My God. Okay. The answer of question 4 is B for Blue, Eiffel 65.
No.
I'm Drew. Dabba dee dabba da. It was so good. It was so good. If I remember correctly, like in the music video, he has like a very cheaply done like cutout of Drew McIntyre's face and everything. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
that's-
basically this. I know the screenshot's a little bit on the small side, but you can see like, yeah, he basically just blew the whole the whole screen essentially.
Just put a blue filter on it. It's
Exactly,
so good.
exactly. It's just one of the goofier ones. So yeah, he faced Drew Galloway, aka Drew McIntyre, actually more than a few times actually. In his time in the UK wrestling scene, so he's actually faced him a surprising number of times. A lot of folks obviously know him as the song guy, but he's actually got a huge wrestling portfolio as well. He wrestled Kurt Angle.
I was about to say, like that time he low-key wrestled Kurt Angle in one of Kurt Angle's last official matches.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Wow. So yeah, the man has it can actually be said that I would actually make the argument that when he first started off wrestling, yeah, it took a little time for him to really get the ball rolling. He was always good, but there was things that still could have been worked on. So because he was legitimately, when he started in ICW, he was only a few years into wrestling actually. So he jump started himself super quick. But as the years went on by, obviously he refined his wrestling, his physique, and his moveset, etc. But from the very beginning, he was always such an entertainer. So for instance, so he's done other bangers. So for example, my personal favorite cover from his is actually the Hello one. When he actually showcased that he's actually a legit good singer actually, because when he sang Hello, like I actually got like, dude, when he sang Hello It's Joe Hendry Time, yo, the man could actually legitimately has pipes actually. It was actually surprisingly good. But then obviously he can just meme it up with Blue and boom Jack Jester's in the room.
Oh yeah, that's right. The boom one was for Jack Jester. I remember.
Yeah. And then obviously interesting that you actually chose Mike Sacrifice Brett, because he actually legit covered that like in TNA. He actually like did an acoustic cover of it and deriding AJ Francis.
I thought you're gonna say, oh yeah, he did it with Drew Galloway, but it was in TNA, not in ICW. Like, oh no, the technicality.
That would be a hilarious technicality, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. I just watched one where he did a parody of "What Is Love" by Hadaway.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I think it was like a tag match or something with Grado or something. I saw it like a couple of days ago, but yeah, he just does some wild stuff. It's great.
Yeah. So
he also did a Pokemon one, right?
He did a Pokemon one. Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I can't recall who it was against. He's done it against some huge names too. Road Dogg, Galloway, Kurt Angle. The list goes on and on and on. He truly has set himself apart compared to other indie wrestlers, to the point where like certain Malaysian wrestler actually took a little inspiration from him too actually. So I got no role model is actually right. That Miles was directly inspired by Hendry.
Yeah.
Indeed. For a little context here, one of our fellow Malaysian pro wrestler recently did a song cover of, what was it? He did this in Vietnam Pro Wrestling. Miles will be mad at me. What song was it again, Johan?
I forgot what it's called, but it was a good cover.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Singaporean one. The one he did in VPW.
Yeah, the one where it was him and Wonderboy against Venom Shank, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it? What was that song? Oh, Mouse is gonna be so mad at me. But either way, in that crowd of 700, they lost their shit when essentially he did a Joe Hendry style music video essentially. So yeah, music video, song cover, and everything. Oh man, it was. So yeah. In some ways, Hendry is being in some ways being kind of revolutionary as to how to get over as a wrestler. It's really been fascinating and awesome to see how he's been doing.
Yeah, you could basically say he's like the next evolution of Matt Cardona.
Oh, that's an interesting comparison.
Because Cardona using a vlog style internet in order to get himself over, and then going off on the indies, taking a lot of that street cred with him. In this case, using music as his gateway, like similar vibe. Use the internet to get yourself over, but he took the musical path, whereas it was just pure personality for Cardona. So it's like Cardona streamed, so Joe Hendry could chart. Essentially,
interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Also, now I suddenly want to have a match between Cardona and Hendry. Just the battle of the internet meme lords. Let's go.
That'll be fun.
While it's still possible, yeah, that should happen.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. But as we all know, Matt Cardona and his longtime best buddy Michael Myers, they will always be Edge's. Oh, we gotta send Wheatbread that video. We gotta send Wheatbread that video. That's one of the.
I mean, bitch.
Dang it!
It just,
You're
I
not supposed to
wash
say-
away
no!
that.
Oh no! Oh no! Swearing on the pro wrestling VTuber channel. Oh no! What will?
I mean, to be fair, we did already
do.
I was gonna say we did drop a casual S word at least once, so I think
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah,
we've already ripped that
that's me,
band-aid
that's
off.
Yeah, you're guilty as charged. Oh no! Oh no! So so let me see the scores real quick here. Let's see. Yes, indeed. So congrats, Mario. I believe you were the only one that actually got that correct.
Hooray!
Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, the scores. Okay. So it's a pretty tight race so far. But let's see if question 5 can.
One
Yes.
last Joe Hendry fact for those of you not aware: he legitimately used a Sega Dreamcast in a match.
Oh yeah.
He legitimately used I even rewatched the full clip from that match because I've only ever seen just like pictures on social. But because I was looking at Joe Hendry content, I was like, oh yeah, what was that time he did the Dreamcast? I need context for that. Straight up used a Dreamcast as a weapon in a hardcore match. It was great.
Yeah, man's a giant nerd. Man is also a giant nerd as well.
Yeah.
As is most wrestlers these days. But he was quite a good bit more open about it as well. So yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome indeed. Okay, finally, folks, we have come to the final question. How are we feeling so far? How are we feeling so far, guys?
Pretty good.
I feel
Awesome.
good because I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bless.
What was that? Anyways, question 5. Who won WrestleTuber 2024? A. Gavis Battle and Yusan. B. Yusan and Omiya Emma. C. Omiya Emma and Merriweather. Or D. Merriweather and Nana Esteria. Like I said,
Crap.
some questions will be
I
more
actually-
biased to others.
I actually
I feel
don't
like this
know
is
this
a
one.
trick
Like,
questions.
Is it? Is
I
it?
feel like this is a trick
Is it?
question.
I mean,
Where's-
it could have been if I phrased it if structured this in a different way. But just in case, remember, guys, there's no need to rush in answering the question. You can take your time. But do you guys know about WrestleTuber 2024?
yes, and I know
no.
about moments that came from it. That's why I'm like,
Mm.
I know certain stuff that happened,
Okay.
but I don't
So
remember the
to
results.
to the audience that are maybe not aware, WrestleTuber 2024 is a oh man, how do I even describe this? Is a virtual pro wrestling tournament using WWE 2K24 as a system that pits VTubers in a pro wrestling context using WWE 2K24 using their models either made by themselves or by the community to see who will come out on top essentially. And this is organized by primarily by Dokibird, who's a very very big a VTuber right now, who's actually coming to Malaysia actually fairly soon actually. So I'm really looking
Next
forward
month,
to that.
right? God, next month. That's Anime
Mangaki.
God dang.
Yeah. So she's doing a bit of the Asian Anycon circuit right now, actually. So she's even showing up in Hong Kong, even, which is pretty cool.
Also, she recently announced the one in Singapore as well.
Yes.
2
So
weeks from
Singapore,
now, yeah.
Malaysia, Hong Kong. I think she even said that Hong Kong was the one in Hong Kong was the first ever Anycon that she actually personally attended. So that's pretty cool for her.
Oh.
So yes, obviously, this is an actual tournament, and just so we're clear here, it's not the VTubers themselves playing, but rather the characters that represents them, and it's CPU versus CPU. So it's it could be a crapshoot as to who won, but there was a winner, or shall I say, winners in this case.
Oh my God, it's.
So the results were, I suppose, interesting. Hence why I wanted to have this as a question, because obviously I'm a VTuber as well. Besides a pro wrestler, I mean, the VTuber model should be a giveaway here. So I don't know how you guys feel about this, but this is what I felt. It felt like I went through 2 WrestleManias this year.
Yeah,
For
you're
me
not wrong.
personally, I thought I went through 2
You're not wrong.
WrestleManias.
My only problem with this question right now is because there are other cards in that match that are not part of the tournament, and if technically those other winners technically they won.
I suppose I am referring to who like actually won the tournament itself, the one who got the belt, who got the championship belt. So there was an actual championship belt on the line, ish, but not ish. Actually, now that I think about it,
I was like the very first match in day one, if I could remember, is Zentrea's dad and Neurosama. I was like,
had a dad.
oh, yeah, it's Zentrea's dad.
What?
No, her character was her dad, the bear.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. Apologies. Yeah.
I was like, I was just like, I was in the hospital while I was watching that. But during that time, I had a minor surgery on my arm, so I was in the hospital. So I was watching it. I was like, oh shoot.
Oh wow.
I'm waiting for any of my models appear. Oh, it appeared.
Yeah. So for a little bit of context here, folks. Yes. So concerning the 15 models that Brit was making, it was for this. It was for this. So like I said, I'm very open in saying that some of these questions are more biased for some folks, and some are more biased for others. So this is definitely one of them. And my goodness, what a lineup actually! Regardless of who won, the names that you see here in these questions, these are all real VTubers, and they are some very, very established folks here, folks. You know, we got folks from cover production being part of this. Gavin's Battle is a part of All Stars. Omiya Emma was formerly part of Prism Project. She's a huge VTuber. Merriweather runs a massive webcomics company. And
/ animation company at this point because
animation
of
company
all
at this
those lore
point.
videos. Yeah,
It's a waifu comics, basically.
Yeah. That's only a part of it too. There's even other categories. So yeah, finding out Merriweather was a VTuber as well was just insane. Yeah. And then Nana's a great singer indeed. So some absolute.
She hated Gerard.
She loved to hate on Gerard. Poor Gerard.
Basically, for you guys, Gerard's motif, he's like a T-Rex, right?
He's a T-Rex.
And Nana's motif is basically the galaxy. So he's like, "Are you gonna kill dinosaurs again?" Or...
Yeah, sure. So it really actually legit sort of felt like a wrestling event in that there were people doing promos. There were like natural storylines being naturally developed just by nature of what kind of a VTuber they were. You know, like Nana was a comet VTuber. Gerard was a
T-Rex.
Was a T-Rex VTuber.
Yeah,
the story literally wrote itself.
Yeah, that writes itself.
Yeah.
And that was like a spin the wheel. So like it was fate for them to fight.
Exactly. There were even some without saying too much, I tried to be respectful of this. There were even some folks who were actual wrestling personnel that actually got involved as well, actually, which I thought was really, really cool. I was not expecting to see those names being involved, but they were, and I was like, whoa, yes, actually, whoa, some real actual commentary going on. Oh, this is wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like the commentary team in particular, that was pretty special in its own right for a lot of reasons. And that was some of the content that I managed to check out after the fact because I heard it got real interesting. So I saw some highlights and I'm like, "Yep, sure did."
Yep. This is wild. Indeed. One reason why I'm sort of comfortable having this using this question, because obviously not everyone's into VTubing, is partly because everyone here is involved with VTubing somewhat ish. Even Mario actually, because in terms of promoting Coconut Pro, you've had VTubers preview your preview Coconut Pro before actually. So yeah. So I
and also in my work history, I briefly did some work with VShojo on contract. So yeah, no, I've been in this world, So I understand.
Actually, who's your Oshi? Mario, do you have one?
It's funny you ask that because prior to about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would not have had an answer for you.
Oh.
I have a general appreciation for a lot of talents, some more than others. I know in pre-show, we're talking a bit about Usada Pekora for very specific reasons. She was one that I follow. I got her merch from the recent baseball game that happened in collaboration with Hololive Production. There's a bunch of talents that I follow for one reason or another. I'll watch their clips from time to time if there's a stream. Cool. So my joke theory, and this is why I had to build towards this. My joke theory is Yago was sitting there at Cover Corp headquarters, and I'm gonna clean up the language a bit from how I normally tell this story. He was probably sitting there like, this effing guy is still not subscribed to any of our talents. We need to fix this. We are going to engineer an Oshi just for this guy. We are going to effing get him. What do we got? Let's make her a redhead. Okay, cool. Let's give her an incredible singing voice. All right, check. Let's make her British. Why? I've seen his subscriptions. He follows a lot of British pro wrestling sites, and he starts his day with Cultaholic. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get him. So I'm a Rosarian now. I have pledged fealty to the Blood Flame Kingdom. So Elizabeth is my
yeah,
Oshi.
you like your Oshi's herb.
Yep. So they finally got me. I've subscribed to an Oshi, and it was because of her. Of all things, it wasn't the debut karaoke that got me. It was her first unarchived. And it's funny we mentioned Adele in a previous question because it was her cover of Skyfall that got me. That was the moment that I was like, you're my Oshi, because I love that song. It is one of the best Bond themes ever written. It is one of Adele's best, in my opinion. And the fact that she was doing stuff even Adele probably would never do and probably shouldn't do, because good Lord, it's already really tough to sing Adele songs, even for Adele. I was blown away. So yeah. Yep.
Ooh, cool. All right, let's see now. I think with that being said, I think I've gotten everyone's answers already, and actually interesting, different answers across the board. Let's see it, shall we? Okay, Johan, your answer is C for Omiya, Emma, and Merryweather. Are you aware of these two at all, actually?
To be honest, I've seen their names around, but I'm not like 100% like very familiar with any of them. But yeah, I mean, my answer is kind of like a guess, just because I feel like I've seen their names around here and there with regards to WrestleTubers. So I don't know. I don't know whether my answer is correct or not. I guess we'll just have to see.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So we Brit, your answer is D for Merryweather and Nana Asteria. Why so?
Wait, what? Dude, that's not my answer.
Does that
Is
count
that
as
a butt?
Does that count as scuff?
let me double check. Let me just double check. Double check.
Yeah, it's not edited, man. It will tell if it's edited, man.
I typoed. I hate my life. It's the guy.
A botch?
I just typed one letter wrong. Okay. Let me just read out everyone's answers first, and I'll do the Batsu, and then I'll reveal the actual answer.
Don't worry, it's okay,
Sure.
So yours is you chose A, Gareth Bell and Yusan. and then Johan, you, I mean, Mario, yours was wait, I'm gonna double check this before I bust myself a second time.
Oh no, I'll help you out. Yeah, I was the one who put D. I put
yours is
for
D
the
for
answer.
Meriwether and Anastasia. Okay, where's my stupid wheel? Okay.
It's just
Which is as well. Ah! Well, why do I do this to
Just
myself?
the anger
Dude.
is so palpable right now. I'm just like, oh, poor
dude.
Cornelius.
Don't feel bad. It's like 2 letters between A and D, so you're just close. So A, B, C, and D in the keyboard.
Don't
No,
penalize
Just
me.
1 letter.
Okay. Okay, you guys can see it now. All right, let's
Yes.
spin this stupid thing.
Come on. Get my butt suit.
Stupid thing.
Get
Okay.
my butt suit. Come on.
Spin.
I wanna hear
Please.
I
No.
wanna- Yeah, it's slowly.
no!
Oh yeah.
No! No, it's Wheatbread's Batsu, which means
Oh,
that
boy.
it is sing Shawn Michaels'
Sexy boy time.
I'll pull
Endurance
up the,
karaoke, let's go.
I'll pull up the lyrics.
The question
now.
is though, which version are you singing? Are you singing the Shawn Michaels style, or are you doing the sensational Sherry style?
I think I'm more I'm pretty sure I'm more familiar with Shawn Michaels' version, so I'll do that. Let me just pull up the lyrics.
Yeah, that might be the safest one.
Is it terrible that I want to hear, as she would put it, the Liz version, like that elegant singing voice,
Oh yeah.
singing sexy boy.
Cornelius doing song covers for wrestling themes when?
I'm so like nervous when it comes to that sort of stuff that I'm actually not so sure. Oops. My bad. Wait, it's not scuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. What am I doing? Wait.
It's
Why am I?
It's the low crotch.
Oh god. Okay.
Listen, you're singing sexy boy. You gotta show off the goods.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
It's
Okay.
what Shawn Michaels would do.
Okay, let's just get this over. So yeah, unfortunately, folks, I don't have a backing track. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll just do it till the chorus, I guess. Okay. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives a girl wild. I got the moves that really moves them. I send chills up and down the spine. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. Happy?
Right? You should make that as a song cover, man.
No.
I can
Not a
imagine it
sexy boy.
now.
I'm not a sexy boy. I'm not a boy
Could be
toy.
a sexy low.
Yeah, sexy.
Hey.
That's worse. That's worse. At least sexy boy has like it's got like a vibe, a sexy low. What does that mean? What does that
I'm the
mean?
sexy low. Like
I mean,
I'm your
see
sexy
also,
low, yeah.
Well, we forgot another possible version for Cornelius to have sung, and that would be the Kurt Angle version.
Oh,
Sexy
God.
Kurt.
Oh yeah.
He'll make your ankle hurt.
No. Look, I am not as look. If there's anything I can say, I can one up Kurt Angle over. Say I'm cooler than Kurt Angle. How's that for a hot take? I'm cooler than Kurt Angle.
God. Actually, I got that from Kurt Angle. That's why I got that Batsu.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
serious?
Yeah, I was
That-
like, oh yeah, Kurt Angle sang this. It will be so funny if somebody sang it as well.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. I
Oh
love
my
it.
Oh,
I love it.
gosh.
This could have been a Batsu that I could have completely avoided if it wasn't for the fact that I just typed the wrong freaking. Anyways. Yeah. Let me get out my monocle again.
Well, at least you didn't suffer alone. We helped. We helped.
Yeah. Thanks for being
provided that chorus.
Okay. Okay. Let's actually get to the actual answer, shall we? Okay. And the answer for question 5 is A. Gavis Bell and Yusan. Yep. So I believe congrats to Rebred. You're the one that got this answer correct. It helps that you were a big part of it as well, I suppose.
Well, yeah, basically what happened is Gavis was the one who won the tournament. And unfortunately for him, Dokibird presented as another challenger immediately. So basically what happened in Pokemon when Gary won as a champion and your character just starts challenging him again. And the funny thing, the reason why they both won is basically after that match, Yusan won, which is the character I created, U-Man.
Yeah, so he made U-Man here. He made this huge, this imposing looking wrestler type with a great.
Also, damn, that is a nice belt. That's a nice belt.
It is genuinely a nice belt. So, so that I'm actually curious. That might be where Dokibird got the inspiration from to have Yusan disappear out of nowhere. Actually, if I had to guess, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, actually. I think so.
So for a little context here. So Gavis Bell from Holostars was almost seen as like the underdog in the tournament actually because he was just getting beat left and right. He had to like almost cheat to win in one of the matches actually. It was a very fuzzy finish, but you know he got to the finals. And he was basically seen as the guy that couldn't do it. But then him, or rather his model, actually won it. And won it. He got the belt. He thought he actually won the whole damn thing. And then suddenly Dokibird did a here comes our new challenger. And out appears U-Man, complete with music video and everything. And so
he made a live 2D model of his IRL
yeah,
photo.
there was a live 2D model too. Wow. There was a live 2D model of him. And then. And so then Bell came out. This is entrance in the last match of Vtuber 2024. Bell came out with this really beautiful belt, and in a matter of like barely 5 minutes, U-Man won in a championship match by a count out. Maybe this maybe this won't ring so hard to non-wrestling folks, but imagine this: in a championship match, U-Man threw him out, went back into the ring. The referee did a 10 count, and in the 9 count, U-Man just ran the ropes, did a handspring backflip, and then the ref rang a 10, called for the 10 count. The bell was rung, and U-Man won by a count out. Like it could have not. It was the most pro wrestling thing ever. Actually, it's most pro wrestling ever. It didn't.
The funny thing.
And what's also really interesting was with all this is that Gavis Bell is like something that he's unfortunately known for is being unlucky. Like he literally has a song called Unlucky. He has this string of bad luck that follows him around.
So this is the most on-brand thing that could have happened to him in the wrestling tournament. I love it. I know
it was so weird too, and I have to admit, I don't know about you guys. So I obviously, like I said, this was my second WrestleMania for 2024. So when I saw this, I was like, wait, huh? Because maybe it's because I am a pro wrestler, so I'm more sensitive to things like match results and bookings and all that jazz. So I was like, why does this not sit right with me? This is very pro wrestling, but why did it not? Why did something feel off with me here about this? And I guess part of the reason is because it was very pro wrestling indeed for there to be a new challenger out of nowhere. When Gavis Bell won, quote unquote won won the whole thing, and then suddenly, U-Man just came out, was not part of the tournament at all, just appeared out of nowhere, and then suddenly won it in the like the dustiest, fuzziest way possible. Something, So something about it didn't really sit right with me. But at the same time, like again, on brand.
Cashed in the Doki in the bank briefcase.
That's the thing. There was no money in the bank, no Doki in the bank. Nothing about it was announced as well. To the point where the announcer was also like, huh? Yeah, even the announcer was.
The story, if I can remember correctly, is they have been beating up this. Somebody has been beating up the security, so random people keep coming in. Like same case with Mint. That's why she's there, because she beat up the security. That's why she enters. Like there are times that random people enters. I mean, that's the story that they're setting it up.
I see. And so
F
it
in
wasn't
the chat for all the enhancement talent who was sacrificed for all these moments.
Exactly. So it got into the point where it wasn't just me that felt this. So there were folks online on social media that aired their grievances essentially. That why he won it? Why did Yusan have to like enter and all that and all this to the point where like Gavis actually had to make a tweet about this and he basically said today's wrestling matches was super funny. Just a reminder not to harass any of the contestants. My win-loss today was perfectly on brand, and I couldn't want it any other way. Be kind to each other, please. So yeah, there was a little. So there was actual heat going on here. So the crowd was actually worked here and stuff. It was actually
they got worked.
As you said, it was the most pro wrestling thing ever. Exactly.
It was the most pro wrestling thing ever. Yusan play along as well. Fair play. Being hated as part of my job as a wrestling heel, wrote a name in a reply to Gavis, actually. And I respect everyone's feelings, and the story of diaper denial just began. Looking forward to being defeated by the hero officially in the ring. Champion, only if you can do that, though. So this story, maybe, just maybe, is not over yet. But we shall see. We shall see if there is a WrestleTuber 2025. Maybe.
I can't wait for that one because Joe Henry might be in that roster.
Wait, what? What?
He could
oh my
be.
God, you're right. It's
Anything
genuinely possible.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
he's already listed as in the WWE website, I believe.
Oh yeah.
So,
Wait. You mean as part of WrestleTuber 2025?
No, I mean I could use his songs, or I could just show his face, like what I did with Yusan. That's why I choose
Oh my
Tyler
god!
Breeze.
Oh my god! Oh
because
no,
his entrance is
Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. And most interestingly, this is actually what Doki had to say about the match result as well. So in a tweet, just wrapping everything up concerning WrestleTuber, Doki wrote, "Don't worry, Gavis, you might have lost the match, but since this is VTWWE and I'm the boss, you and Yusan both get to have belts. This Max Luck guy somehow lost his dignity to God, but still keep his trophy." So I think what this means is, and if I'm not wrong, that means that both Yusan and Gavis get physical IRL WrestleTuber belts. So we have two champions.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that to post that. Actually, it's like, oh my god, I want to see that belt.
Same. I mean, that is a legit gorgeous belt, and that must cost a pretty penny indeed.
God, I just wait for it.
Yeah, so this is
depending on who they commissioned from, it's either going to be not that bad or oh dear, because I actually talked about this with you, Cornelius, when we were talking about some of the stuff we were doing for the Kokoro no Pro Kickstarter campaign. When we were at WrestleCon, we spoke to some belt makers who turned out to be the belt makers for the National Wrestling Alliance, the NWA. And the quotes they had, it's like, yeah, no, this isn't some like mass market belt. It wasn't like absurdly expensive, but to do, just two out of pocket as a VTuber, even, at the level that Doki is, ain't cheap.
Yep.
Ain't cheap.
Yep. And for two, whew.
Yeah.
So she got two champions, which means she has to pay for two belts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was considered in the budget for a WrestleTuber or not, but okay, she's gonna have to handle that now.
Gonna need to get some more super chats.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah, this is I guess the example of VTubing and pro wrestling intertwining. So no, I'm not the prime example of VTubing and pro wrestling intertwining, folks. It's WrestleTuber. It's WrestleTuber here, folks. Oh man. One day.
Tomorrow.
One
Do it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see now. And so therefore, congrats. Wait, hold on. Wait, ooh, I nearly wrote this wrong. I nearly got this wrong. Make sure that my scores are actually properly tallied. Oh my good god.
Don't want to spin the wheel again.
No.
You've been pretty lucky.
That's not what I'm saying OMG for. No. Rather. Oh gods, I'm in trouble. Because guess what, guys?
There's a tie.
It's a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, we count it.
No.
I cannot.
Weirdly appropriate for this outro to the previous question.
Oh gods. Okay. I thought if there's any time that wouldn't have to be I wouldn't need to prep a tiebreaker question. It would have been this. Okay. And since folks now that everyone has literally gotten 3 points. Everyone has gotten 3 points.
Oh my god. Wait. It's a three-way tie at 3 points apiece, and there's three of us competing.
Poetic.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wait,
We couldn't have booked this better. This is amazing.
God.
Yeah.
Wrestling. No.
Wrestling. Yeah.
wrestling. All of us will have the bell then.
No. We need one winner. We need one winner here. Okay, so this is what I'm
Could
going to
be
do.
only one.
This is what I'm going to do. I am going to pick a past question from SCMS. It can't be from SCMST because Johan was there in the first one, so that will give a very clear leg up. So what I will do is I will pick a question from the past, one that I can just say essentially. Okay. And so
already have a thing for the bell though.
So the way this works is let's see now. I pick one where I can just say it essentially. Okay. I can use this one. Okay. So this is now there is sort of a time limit. Now it's a matter of speed. Okay. The first person to answer this correctly gets the point. Okay. So the way this works. Okay. I need you guys to basically yell out your name to the signal. So Johan yells out Johan. Brett yells out Brett. Mario yells out Mario.
Okay.
So I will say the complete. So there's no. So this is not multiple choice. You gotta give me the right answer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The wrestler behind the catchphrase "You can see me" stars in what show?
Mario.
Go.
Peacemaker, directed by the new head of all things DC over at Warner Brothers Discovery, James Gunn.
And we have a winner, folks. It is indeed Peacemaker. Woo!
Woo!
Congratulations, Mario. You won yourself the Bell Low. I will send you the details later concerning the Bell Low and stuff. So hope you look forward to that.
Woohoo!
Indeed.
Yeah.
And that means, folks, we have two folks who have gotten the lowest number of points, which is 3. So it's a very, very close margin here. But for the first time in this whole episode, it's not me that'll be spitting this now. Yes. A little bit of payback, maybe.
Technically, your score is 0.
Probably.
Technically, Cornelius.
Don't.
Technically, your score is 0, man.
Don't. There's no need to add salt to the wound here. Oh, P6. Okay, let me just switch this real
Yeah.
quickly for you
no,
guys.
no need to throw salt in the eyes. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
that's
a
already
belt
saw
on
in
the
the wound.
line.
No need to throw it in the eyes as well.
Mr.
Well,
Fuji.
Hogan's not waiting in the back, ready to get back his belt with his black eye. Yeah, you got that. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Exactly.
So, all right. Since we read you were so ready to call me out, this spin will be for you now. Let's see what happens. Will you get
Okay.
Will you get your own Batsu? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, and a spin we go. Okay, what will Sweetbread get? And it is
Oh
Mario's,
yeah.
Mario's Batsu. It is Mario's
no.
Batsu, which is
The Gubbity Goober.
which is that you have to praise the gobbledygooker as the greatest wrestling character of all time in a pinned social media post, complete with an image or GIF. And you got it has to be for 1 full week.
I got it. Oh wait, a goober. God, I
Ouch.
gotta. Does it mean I have to research this guy now?
Yep.
I mean,
Sounds
it's an interesting footnote in wrestling history in and of itself, as was pontificated earlier on when we were.
Yep. You gotta
going
praise
through
him
it.
as the greatest wrestling character of all time. Yep. So
All right.
you have it with that, but so yeah, hopefully you guys look forward to that.
Do it.
Oh god. Okay, and now Johan, this spin is for you. Let's see what you get. It'd be kind of hilarious if you announce yourself, actually.
That would be pretty funny.
Announced so many people. I've not announced myself yet, so who knows?
All right. Sounds like you're looking
Wait,
forward to it.
seriously? Like not even just for funsies? You haven't
and-
had the
and-
Yeah,
chance to?
funny enough.
Oh, hey!
I've even announced
Whoa.
this before.
Hey!
You got
We
mine. You
got all the
mine.
Batsus actually.
And mine is. You gotta read out Steiner Map with Sophia Mood Swings. Let me get the copy pasta. For you.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. It's. Yeah, it's
Wait, hang
Wow.
on a second. Sorry.
So-
How is the Steiner map on freaking genius.com?
It's. I know, right?
Because it's brilliant.
What?
It's brilliant, that's why.
I know it's on
Like-
genius.com. It's.
It's like, this is supposed to be like for lyrics and all that, but
It's,
okay.
it's lyrical enough, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
how about
man.
it?
Mood
It's
swings,
spoken
all right.
word. Spoken word. That's how it makes it on there.
Okay. You know, they say that all men are created equal. But you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best that beat me. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically goes down. See, the 3-way sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning. Because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even gonna try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we was to go one-on-one and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and it spells disaster for you at sacrifice.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Go grab your wallet, dude. Go grab your wallet.
I don't know how mood swingish that was, but I tried.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. It is fairly mood swingy. It is fairly mood swingy, so we will take it indeed. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of SCMST here in Indeed. Let me just switch these screens real quick. Let's see. How are we feeling? How do you feel about the whole show, guys? We have come to the end of it. So, how do you feel about this whole shebang?
It was great. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I mean, you know, the good thing about this show is that we got to chat about a lot of things related to the questions that were asked and share our insights as well. So it kind of doubles as like a trivia and even in some ways even a podcast as well. And I kind of like that. I mean, I like that sort of like combination of a trivia show and also a show where we all get to discuss our thoughts, our insights on certain things that we find interesting as well. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate you having all of us on here as well, Mr. Lowe.
My pleasure. Okay, so let's leave everyone off. Where everyone can find you, and if you're up to anything interesting at all. Johan, let us start with you.
Well, I have been on break from streaming because I've been a bit burnt out as well, for about 2 weeks, and I'm actually going to be coming back to streaming on, okay, I'm trying to get my time zones right. Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that's basically 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning for myself, Lo, and Wheatbread as well. So yeah, I'm going to be coming back. I'm just going to be doing a Just Chatting stream for a bit because I just want to touch base with everyone. It's also, on a personal note for me, it's Disability Pride Month. So you know, I've got dyslexia, I've got ADHD, and then on top of that, I'm also battling, you know, depression, anxiety, and also PTSD. So it's one of those things where, you know, I'm very open about my mental health, and you know, I kind of like advocate it and tell people that, you know, you're not alone. That everyone is also fighting their own battles, and I thought maybe it's something that you know, it's something that I also tend to bring up from time to time in my streams as well. But yeah, and there's also going to be other things I'll be chatting about too. If you guys want to talk to me about it, ask me questions, you're more than welcome to drop by my streams. I usually stream about 4 times a week, but my schedule is a little bit like all over the place at the moment. But yeah, aside from that, I'm a Just Dance streamer. I'm also I also love streaming fighting games as well. And yeah, who knows? In future, because I also do visual novels from time to time, maybe I'll stream Kokoro no Pro once things are doing good on Mario's end as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Johan. So where can folks find you, and anything interesting that you'll be up to soon?
Yeah, you just can find me on Twitter as well as on Twitch. So right now I do multi-stream on those 2 platforms, and I just do random stuff. Well, I'll be going to Singapore on November. By the way, that's the only thing I'm going to do.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's just a disappointing thing because I thought the AFA, I will go there by the time AFA is there, but it wasn't. So, oh man. But anyways, I'll go to Singapore in November. That's about it.
Awesome. And finally, Mario, we can folks find you, and what are you up to?
So we've already flashed up one of the things that I'm up to, and one of the places you can find not so much just me, but a lot of the creative output that I work on along with the rest of the team at Digital Era Entertainment. Of course, that is our pro wrestling themed visual novel Kokoro no Pro. If you go to our social media links page, you'll be able to find links directly to the playable demo that Cornelius has experienced in real time. It has been updated now that the crowdfunding campaigns are over, so we've changed the epilogue to reflect that. And as for me personally, if you saw in the chat, I've been posting from my personal YouTube channel. That, much like most of my other social media, is EMP Maniac. It's without the underscore over here. I'm currently spinning up over on TikTok Live. I've been slowly building up some TikTok live streams. I've been working with a small agency on that platform. And in addition to that, it's been helping me out with a music competition that I am currently in the 2nd round of. So that is all on my social media as well. And if I am allowed to post a link in chat, I would say play it on stream, but I know that the music will get this part of the stream blocked. So would not recommend actually playing the link. But speaking of VTubers and pro wrestling stuff, I'm going to drop a link here in the chat. That is going to take you to the teaser trailer for the special doubleheader edition of HoloLive Championship Wrestling, one of the fan productions we do over at Digital Era Entertainment. It is
maybe you send me the link. I'll
oh yeah. Actually, I think it's in our collab chat there,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can pull it from there. So this is the project that literally dragged me into the rabbit hole. We have taken a multi-month hiatus towards the end of our current story arc. So we are making up for lost time by doing volumes 21 and 22 next Sunday. That is going to be, I think we're shooting for 5 p.m. Eastern on the US side of things. We'll have all that information on the Digital Era Entertainment Twitter account. But yeah, check out the trailer. We've been sitting on that since the winter. It's a
Hey.
collaboration between myself and the project director, who is also a VTuber. So yeah, that's what I'm up to and where you can find me all across the socials and checking out some of our wrestling-themed projects that we're spinning back up at Digital Era Entertainment.
Awesome. And of course, folks, my name's Cornelius. You can find me on my usual socials and stuff like that. And also, Johan beat me to the punch with this one. You can also find me IRL in a pro wrestling show, because guess what, guys? I am an actual professional wrestler. I will be wrestling in on August 3rd in KL on a Saturday. My PW Fight Back, and you can get your tickets to the show in. Let me just copy this real quick. Draw with this. Let's see. There you go. Okay, you can find it here on myticketempire.com/mypw Fight Back. Early bird promotions are still ongoing, folks. Early bird promotions are still ongoing. And with that said, folks, thank you so much, guys, Johan, Brad, and Mario, for participating in SCMST. I don't usually do SCMSTs too often, for the simple fact that finding streamers / VTubers who are also big pro wrestling fans, it's a little hard to come by. Although it's starting to be, it feels like it's starting to get a little easier these days. Actually, there's a surprising number of VTubers are also big pro wrestling fans. So who knows? But I do intend to do more SCMS episodes in the coming future for sure. So look forward to that, folks. And with that, Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop. But may Cafe Cornelius never close in your hearts. Everyone say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye. Wait, I just realized on